Brigham Field,
Hey, don't make me
Koto,
blush.
on your community
Don't make me
radio station,
blush.
our community radio station, Rainier Avenue Radio World. 7 weeks later, after all of the COVID testing and protocols, the football season was played, some spectacular action, which is resulting in some spectacular results in a game tonight that needs no superlative adjectives. We have two schools who obviously played a classic of a game roughly 4 weeks ago, and hopefully we will see the same sort of result tonight as the Seattle Prep Panthers take on the O'Day Fighting Irish for bragging rights in the Seattle Metro League. And if you recall the game on Rainier Avenue Radio World a month ago, and if you listened to that broadcast and saw that broadcast, what an exciting finish. Prep wins on an Elijah Violi Buchanan run into the end zone on a 2-point conversion to win.
Juan will throw it to you, so just be ready.
Over the Fighting Irish with no time left on the clock. And obviously Rick Dupree and Edwin Bailey, who called that game, and it obviously was an instant classic, a Rainier Avenue Radio classic that evening. They are back tonight, and once again, hopefully the sequel will be as good as the opening. The Seattle Prep Panthers beating O'Day for the first time in 41 years. And a young man by the name of Juan Cotto was a sophomore at O'Day High School the last time that happened. Seattle Prep led at that time by quarterback Camden Smith. They've gone back to their senior quarterback, Jake Sight, who's played the last couple of games against Blanchette and against Eastside Catholic. And he is a strong football player. He is the senior. He is the one with the experience. They moved Camden back to wide receiver, and he also made plays. Obviously, Violi Buchanan is a heck of a running back. The Seattle Prep football team is disciplined. They also have the big tight end, Jack Belling, who makes spectacular plays all over the place. And what a great receiver and what a great weapon he has been for them all season. The O'Day Fighting Irish, you know how they like to play. Monty Kohler has been there for a long, long time. Rick Dupree and I were talking about it pregame. Monty Kohler, the head coach since 1986. He was a young man when he started. He is still energetic. He is still fired up. And he still lives and passionate about O'Day football and brings another team here to another Metro championship. This time must be very, very special for him. His son is the quarterback of the team, John Edward Kohler, leading the Fighting Irish offense out. And the young running back, number 4, as Seattle Prep comes running onto the field. The young running back, number 4, the freshman, has taken over in recent weeks, Brown, and he has led not only the team in rushing without even touchdown. Number 6. So an exciting game tonight, and once again, like I said, no superlative adjectives needed to describe how exciting this is. A limited number of fans now entering into the building, but certainly a great and exciting night and a beautiful, glorious evening for football. Just before this game, we saw the Eastside Catholic Crusaders and take on the Ballard Beavers, and it was a scaled-back version of Eastside Catholic. They went ahead and looked like they were playing more of a JV roster, giving some kids an opportunity to play. And Ballard ended up winning that game 21-13. So congratulations for Ballard for finishing third this year in the Metro League, and they had a heck of a year. Upset Seattle Prep in the first game of the season, and had some memorable victories along the way. So this one here is going to be a thriller, so exciting. I'm going to turn this back over to Rick Dupree and Edwin Bailey, and I'm going to go find myself a spot on the sideline and hopefully bring you some action from down there. So, Rick, if you are ready,
let's do it. Come on.
Play some football.
All right. Thank you.
Well, make sure you be careful. Don't get run over down there now.
Yeah, watch yourself on the sideline.
Be careful down there.
Well, Edwin, Juan set the table just beautifully, and as
Ricky
we mentioned,
got me fired up. I was about ready to run down there.
I know, and as he mentioned, now since Seattle Prep beat O'Day 15-14, a game that you heard right here on Rainier Avenue Radio, and yeah, it was that last-second touchdown, then the 2-point conversion. O'Day has beaten Blanchette 47-21, beat Garfield 49-7, and last week beat Eastside Catholic 31-14 to make it here to this pandemic-shortened season championship. And you can hear there is a crowd in front of us, a small crowd, but they are on their feet cheering the Seattle Prep Panthers on. We're across the field from O'Day, and they are excited and jumping up and down on the sideline. Edwin, we're about ready to play some football, my man.
Oh, hey, I'm fired up. They got something over there. That must be the senior placards. Yes.
Yeah. Yep.
Man,
yep.
that's impressive, man.
Yeah, it is.
Ain't nobody told us nothing like that back in Savannah.
Oh, come on, man. They knew nothing like that back in Seattle, back in my day. And the kickoff O'Day, the kick, it's a short kick, and it is fielded at the 23-yard line. And a little bit of running room there for Seattle Prep, and they advance it out to the 38-yard line. That was number 6, Elijah Violi Buchanan. And so the Panthers will take it over 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line as we are underway here at Memorial Stadium under the lights. The Seattle Space Needle looking at us, Edwin, and we are here.
That Space Needle always kind of scares me a little bit.
I love that, man. I'm going to take you up on a ride
No, sir, you
in
ain't.
that glass.
No, sir, you will not.
Yes, sir. We're going to do it, Edwin. We're going to do it. All right. So Prep a tight lineup, receiver to the right and left, but they're tight. I'll call them tight ends now. You've got Velling is in motion. And the quarterback, Jake Sipe.
Oh, he
got somebody deep.
He got him.
Oh, and he hit. Oh, great
good
defensive play. Knocked away at the last minute. I believe
Great
that was,
play.
yes, number 12, if I'm not mistaken, David Dominguez. I believe that was 12. Oh, my goodness. And I tell you what, man, Sipe had, I believe that was Braden Smith was wide open, and they're just going to right back and a quick out.
I think it
And
might
that
be
is
a legal
Sipe. Yeah. Sipe finds Bill Violi. And
that was a little fast.
Violi, a nice pickup, about 8 yards, but I believe that's going to come back. And we got an O'Day player down on his back at about the 36-yard line.
Oh, my goodness.
So let's hope it's nothing serious there. He's kind of laid out, one leg up, one leg flat on the ground. We'll see in a moment. But again, Edwin, like you said, a flag, and I think it was illegal procedure. Let's see what the call is. Yeah, it's coming back. And if you just joined us, we are just underway. Game number 2 in our doubleheader here at Memorial Stadium. O'Day and Seattle Prep, the Metro Championship. And we are excited to bring this to you right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. You can also check it out. Go to our Facebook Live page, YouTube, or Twitch, and you can see the action. Taylor Kareem is behind the scenes, man, running the show, switching the dials, switching the camera, running the main camera. And back on his feet for O'Day. That was number 27, Trey Stokes, and he is fine and coming off the field.
I didn't even like how he was laying down out there. That bothered me.
Yeah, but he got up. So I think just catching his breath there, but he's okay.
I hope so.
So
scaring me like that. My nerves bad.
So that's a 5-yard penalty. So Seattle Prep's going to have a second, and Edwin looks like about 15 to go. Ball's back at the 28-yard line.
Boy, they got some big old defensive linemen out there, man.
Oh, yeah, it is. And another flag.
And I must admit, they are well coached.
Oh, you know that goes without saying. Both teams here, well coached. Aaron Mall, the coach of Seattle Prep, and of course Monty Kohler, the ageless one who has been at O'Day forever.
The D-line coach for O'Day.
Who might that be?
I ain't gonna even call his name. Bad luck.
Oh, we'll just say SM. Huh? if you don't know, you don't know.
You don't know.
All right. So another penalty there, goes back another 5 yards, and it will be a 2nd and 20. And Sipe is under pressure. Sipe avoids the pressure. He finds a receiver on the sideline there, but not a lot of room. I believe that was Jared Rosnos. And Rosnos, not a lot of room. He's going to be stopped for a very short gain.
I'm gonna throw this one out there, Rick. And the way that they're playing up front, he's got them humping. He has got them humming, man.
You talking about O'Day's defensive line there, right? Yeah. They're coming after Sipe.
Technique and hand placement. Look at that.
Sipe a quick out, and that is a Braden Smith. Smith's got some room. Makes a cut, makes one guy miss. He's on the sideline. Braden Smith's got some room. He's out to midfield.
He got that first.
Oh, I tell you what, Braden Smith, we know that he can get some plays done. I mean, he was our player of the game when they beat O'Day and played a great game at quarterback. And what was so impressive about him, Edwin, remember he threw that interception as they were driving, and not a lot of time on the clock. The defense held, and he came back and led them to that game-winning touchdown.
Yes, he did.
So he takes it out on the reception, first down out at the 49-yard line. And another quick out, and that is Bill Violi. And Violi makes some guy miss. Wow. And across the 45, close to a first down. And they're going to say, let's see where they spot it. Looks like they're spotted at the 43, so about an 8-yard pickup to the O'Day 43-yard line. And Seattle Prep, the Panthers have come to play.
Yes, they did.
So Sipes got 2 receivers on the short side of the field, 2 to the wide side as well. Calling the signals. And Sipe. And he's going deep. He's got a receiver wide open. And it's, and he can't hold on to it. Jared Rosnos looking over the shoulder, and it could not pull it in.
Oh.
He was wide open. I think a blown coverage there because he got behind the defense. And I tell you what, Sipe put it on the money, and Rosnos just could not bring it in.
What is Rosnos' class?
Rosnos is a senior. Air Force commit. He's committed to Air Force Academy.
That might haunt him for the rest of his life.
Yeah. All right, Prep now. 3rd and 2, 4 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Empty backfield for Jake Sipe, the senior quarterback. And we got some movement. Oh, and that is going to be an offsides on the defense. That's number 80, Derek Patton, the senior, 6'3", 270 pounds.
Automatic first.
Automatic first down. And so the Seattle Prep Panthers, 1st and 10 on this is the first drive of the game. 1st and 10 on the O'Day 38-yard line. Prep driving. In motion is Caden Alexander, and the handoff to Alexander. He's got some room, makes a cut. He spins, and he's on the sideline, still on his feet. And he's going to be just short of the first down. So Caden, forgive me. That was Kendon Alexander. And Alexander, nice run for about pickup of 9 down to the 29-yard line, about a yard short. So it'll be 2nd and 1. And Seattle Prep putting a drive together here, Edwin, making a statement.
Play action.
And Sipe looking to his left. He's got a receiver open.
Got him again.
Ball's on the money. Oh, hits him in the head.
Good
Braden Smith could not. It's good defense there. You had both David Dominguez and I believe that also was number 3, Hayden McDonald, back there defending. Dominguez got his hand in the breadbasket, if you will, there, and was able to knock it away.
Got that ball out of there.
So it will be now, I believe it's 4th down. It says 3rd on the box, but I think it's 4th down. But we'll see. 1 to go. Pressure the pass. Braden Smith, and Smith can't hang on to it.
They've had 3 of the biggest drops they might have had in their school history.
Yep. And so that was 3rd down, forgive me.
Yeah.
So now 4th and 1.
This might be a great time for a little quarterback draw, Rick.
I tell you what, boy, the way those big boys up front been coming at him, though, I don't know if I want to run the draw. We shall see.
They humping.
So 4th and 1.
If he can throw that ball up in the air real quick like he's getting – oh, no.
Jack Velling in motion now. He comes to the right side. So Sipe's got 2 receivers to his right on the short side of the field and then 2 on the wide side to his left. And they're going to call a timeout. Yeah, the play clock was down to about 2 seconds. So I think, Edwin, it looks like they might be bringing the – no, I thought they might bring the kicking unit out, but it looks like they're just bringing the offense on the sideline here to have a discussion. So with 9:32 to play here in the first quarter, opening drive, Seattle Prep took it from there, I believe it was 28-yard line, and now advancing there on the O'Day 29-yard line. 4th and 1 to go. No score here. The Metro Championship game live at Memorial Stadium. We've got Juan Cotto on the sideline with the phone camera waving at us.
Rick,
he's trying to get
just went on. They might have switched to the.
Well, let's see what they can do here.
I think it's going to be interesting to see what they're going to do.
So discussion on the sideline.
All is. Let's see.
All right, the offensive unit comes back out. No, check that.
It's a field goal team.
It is going to be
No,
they're going to go for it, Edwin. I was looking at.
Oh, they're finna run. They're finna run ISO lead.
Yeah, man, they got. Looks like in the Wildcat, and now they're moving 2 guys over to the right. And just the handoff right up the middle. And that's Elijah Valley Buchanan. He's got the first down.
Yeah, ISO lead.
Yeah, power, man. Had Braden Smith in at quarterback. And it was just a direct snap to Braden Smith. He handed it off to Elijah Valley Buchanan. And Valley Buchanan gets the first down, takes it down to the 27-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Panthers. 9:20 left to play here in the first quarter. And Smith will remain at quarterback. Smith going back and forth, coming up to near under center now, back in the gun. Gets the snap. And a quick out to Velling. Velling gobbles the ball, but gets it back. And the big tight end, putting the shoulder down and putting it on David Dominguez.
That's another nice. They've got some very good-looking high school tight ends here in the state of Washington.
Oh, yeah, they do. They do. And that was a nice pickup. And Velling.
Need to run this and go and get that.
And now Smith is going to keep it, and Smith nowhere to go, and he drops down.
Yeah.
And that on the pass to Velling was about a yard short. It's a 9-yard pickup to the 19-yard line, so made it 2nd and a little less than 1, actually. And Braden Smith, short loss on the play. Now the handoff.
Wow, he didn't get that.
Valley Buchanan on the right side.
He didn't get that.
No, he didn't. Over there, big number 79, Charles Waverly, 6'3", 285. Leading the charge, and that's a no gain, so it's going to be 4th and a little over a yard to go. Ball's just outside the 19-yard line, Edwin. And Seattle Prep, Coach Aaron Mall saying, hey, we're going to go for the field goal. And the spotter putting it down just outside the 25, so this is going to be about a 36-yard field goal attempt. Ball is in the middle of the field, so that's an advantage. And now it looks like O'Day is going to call a timeout, kind of ice him there a little bit, Edwin, make him think about it.
Yes, sir.
Well, if you just joined us, you are listening to Rainier Avenue Radio's live coverage of the Metro League Championship. O'Day, the Fighting Irish, and the number 1 Seattle Prep Panthers. Seattle Prep finishing the season, or coming into this game, I should say, 5-1. They lost their home opener, or their opener, I shouldn't say home opener, their opener here at Memorial Stadium to Ballard, a game you heard right here on Rainier Avenue Radio, to 15-7. And then they just went on a spree, beating Garfield 28-0. The big win over O'Day, 15-14. Eastside Catholic, they beat the Crusaders 20-7. And then Bishop Blanchette, a close one, 27-26. And last week, to make it here to the championship game, they beat Ballard 30-25. And so here we have it, the Seattle Prep Panthers and the O'Day Fighting Irish. 8:13 left to go here in the first quarter. And it's a 4th, and we're going to call it a little over a yard to go. And Edwin, I think now Aaron Mall brings out the offensive unit. They're going to go for it.
They're doing a little chest match.
Yeah, they are. So Sipe at quarterback's got 3 receivers to the right, hands it off. Valley Buchanan. Buchanan's got some room. He's got the first down and then some. And then he's met at about the 15-yard line and pushed back. Khalil Holiday among others. But not until Elijah Valley Buchanan gets the first down.
I can see Stafford Mays over there raising the sand. Yeah.
And that was who we were talking about earlier, Stafford Mays.
And somebody told him that we looked alike. I told him ain't nowhere in the world.
He of the St. Louis Cardinals back in the day.
I used to shake him like a pit bull.
All right, Sipe's got 4 receivers to the right, and he hits one. That's Braden Smith, and Smith cutting it up and is going to have close to a first down, close to the 5-yard line. We're going to call it a pickup of, I'll say, 8. They're going to spot it at the 7, no huddle. And now Sipe sends 4 receivers.
Rick, I think this has been a pretty good choice of plays.
Yeah, they've mixed it up well. Sipe's got 5 receivers over to Smith again. Smith's got some room, and touchdown. Smith is in. Touchdown, Seattle Prep. The Panthers take it in. Jake Sipe to Braden Smith. That's about a 7-yard touchdown. The Panthers strike first here in the Metro Championship game.
Hey, I take my hat off to these coaches and players. That was outstanding.
Yeah, Edwin, you made a good point, man. Seattle Prep just really mixed it up, and I think kept the defense, on its heels on that drive.
Kept them guessing. When they thought they was running, they was passing. When they thought they was passing, they was running. And then they got just an effort level that's second to none.
Yeah, and what Seattle Prep did on a couple of those plays in the touchdown play, they overloaded, had 5 receivers on the left side of the field. And so basically, Braden Smith just took kind of a step forward in that kind of quick screen got the ball, and then was able to kind of pick and choose, had some area blocking, and was able to get in the end zone. And so, again, Seattle Prep, the Panthers, on top 7-0. They strike first here in the Metro Championship game. I'm Rick Dupree along with Edwin Bailey, and we're bringing you live coverage of the Metro League Championship game right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. And want to say a special thanks to King County for Culture, a broadcast sponsor of our 2021 Rainier Avenue Metro League High School football broadcast. Hey, do you have a creative work in the arts, history, or historic preservation? Are you interested in getting your project financially supported? Edwin, I am, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. Okay. For Culture wants to support your culture activities and share them with King County. Currently offering project grants. Apply by April 28th. For more information, go to forculture.org. And my son and I are working on a documentary on the Seattle chapter of the Black Panthers with co-founders Aaron and Elmer Dixon. And so I'm actually went to the information night and applying for the grant. It will be the heritage process. It's kind of history or historic preservation. And that will be our project. Hopefully we can get some funding there for that. But for Culture, your place to go.
Hey, man, Rick, put my name down there, man. I like that. I wrote a book.
All right.
If I can write a book, you can do anything.
There you go. HBCUs, FAMU, South Carolina State.
They didn't believe I could do it.
They didn't believe, but you proved them wrong.
Hey.
And the kick is fielded at the 5-yard line. And
look out!
Justin Stetson. Stetson's got some room out across the 30 and finally brought down at about the 31-yard line. So Stetson, 5'11", 156 pounds. He looks bigger than that, but that's what they list him at.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm telling you, every aspect of this game is doing outstanding. You know, O'Day played outstanding defense. You know, Seattle Prep playing outstanding offense. And the special teams is off the charts. This is going to be a very good football game.
Yeah, it is. Seattle Prep with 7:11 to play here in the first quarter. Prep leading 7-0. They took the opening drive and marched just over 70 yards, about 72 yards for the drive and the score to lead it 7-0.
Let's see what the offense is going to do here.
And so the handoff, and that is that young freshman, number 6, Jason Brown. And Brown's got some room. He, I believe, is going to be, they're marking him just short of the first down marker. Edwin, we got an O'Day player down on the field. So we're gonna call it a 9-yard pickup, but really just shy of 10 yards, 9.5. And we've got an O'Day player down. Like I said, he takes his helmet off.
Yeah, that ain't good.
And reaching for, and I believe.
Well, I tell you what, the O'Day medical group, I wasn't in a rush to get out here.
No, they really weren't. I believe that is number 12. I'll confirm that. I think that's number 12, David Dominguez. Dominguez looks a little bit hard to see the number, though, so we will let you know as soon as we're able to identify the player. They're looking at the right leg.
Well, look at that.
And again, if you just joined us, I want to welcome you to our coverage. Second of our doubleheader here at Memorial Stadium, Metro Championship game. The two private schools, two Catholic private schools, O'Day and Seattle Prep.
Everywhere. I know that the private school in Savannah, Georgia was Benedictine.
And
let me tell you something. You know, that was just unbelievable. Unbelievable talent.
Mm-hmm.
And when you came to play them, you better get ready for that option. Because they were coming downhill with it.
Okay, check that. That was number 47. Forgive me, Georgios Kotsakis, and he's being helped off, not putting any pressure on, or very little pressure on the right leg.
Yeah.
So not sure if it's an ankle, the calf, a knee. Hopefully we'll get more information. But again, Georgios Kotsakis being helped off the field, not putting a lot of pressure. Now not putting any pressure on that right leg. So hopefully nothing serious, Ed. When you like you said, you always hate to see that.
Yeah. Somebody is. Oh, them some people up there in the bushes that's acting like clowns.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the kid is hurt, man.
Right.
All of that goes out the window.
And so a pickup of just shy of 10 yards by Jason Brown on the carry. So O'Day will have a second and a short one to go. Balls just outside of the 41-yard line. They've got to get to the 42-yard line. So really about half or three-quarters of a yard. Quarterback John Kohler under center. And reverse pivots and a handoff.
That's good defensive play there.
And Van Linden, though, but not before Van Linden falls forward and gets the first down out to the 44-yard line. So that O'Day offensive line making some room there. And Linden was just able to go forward they'll give him 3 yards on it, really about 2.5.
That's a big offensive line right there now.
Yes, sir, Edwin. Across the offensive line, they go 235, 341, 290, 285, and 285. They were your in one of our earlier weeks. They were your belly bumper.
Yes,
they got the award. Kohler's got 2 receivers to his left on the wide side of the field. Whistles blow, and I believe they're going to say
approachment.
Well, it looks like they're bringing the ball back. I think it's going to go against. Nope, you're right. It's going against Seattle Prep. So that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So O'Day will have it 1st and 5 on the 49-yard line, just shy of midfield, Edwin.
I don't know who bright idea approachment or whatever that is called. And I don't want to give the defensive nothing.
Right. But
I am biased when it comes to offense and defense. Put them all in a bag and beat it with a stick. But that makes no sense. If they can get back.
Yeah, if they don't make any contact.
Yeah.
Well, I saw in the earlier game there was some movement a couple times. The referees didn't call it. So it's like, okay, let's be consistent here. All right, Kohler, receiver to the right, receiver to the left. The pitch out to Brown. Brown cuts out, breaks a couple of tackles, but is going to be stopped for maybe a yard.
Defense.
Yeah, maybe a yard pickup on the tackle there among other players. Bill Valley
at every level, just did.
Bill Valley, number 11, one of the guys there with the stop, Edwin, and a pickup of about 2 yards. They give it to Jason Brown. So he goes across midfield to the Seattle Prep 49-yard line. So they'll make it 2nd and 3 to go for the Fighting Irish of O'Day. This is their first offensive drive of the game. 5:24 left to play in the first quarter. Seattle Prep leading O'Day 7-0. And the handoff again. Brown on the left side breaks the tackle. He gets to the sideline. It's off to the races. Brown, he may go all the way, Edwin. He's going to run him out. Touchdown. Oh, my.
What a run.
Jason Brown bounced outside, and then it was a foot race on the left sideline, and he took it all the way. Oh, my. 49 yards or 48 yards. Touchdown, O'Day. Edwin, how do you like that?
Hey, that's that left side of the offensive line is mashing over there.
Man, they gave him some room. He bounced off a tackle, and then it was off to the races, and no one was catching that young freshman.
No, sir. He scooted up the sideline.
Yes, he did. They listed him at 5'9", 177, only a freshman. But I tell you what, he's got a career ahead of him.
He's going to be a block before it's over with.
And the extra point is up and good. So with 5:09 left to play here in the first quarter, O'Day with the 48-yard touchdown run ties it 7-7 here. And we'll have a short break in the action as the teams reset and get out on the field for the kickoff. Again, if you just joined us, Ballard a winner over Eastside Catholic for 3rd place in this pandemic-shortened season. And this being the championship game. And Edwin, I also want to remind our listeners and our viewers that this broadcast of Metro League High School football powered by the Urban League of Metropolitan Seattle. Urban League of Metropolitan Seattle implements its mission within our Seattle-King County service area through advocacy, direct programming, community outreach, and coalition building in 5 major pillars of focus. And those will be housing, education, workforce development, health, and policy.
Yes.
So, again, a big thank you to the Urban League of Metropolitan Seattle and to For Culture of King County for bringing this broadcast to you. And, again, want to say great job to our team. Taylor Cream behind the scenes, pushing the buttons, making sure that you're hearing us, seeing the action. She is directing the show, let me tell you.
And taking care of her daddy all at the same time.
The first broadcast, she was like, cut it. It's time to cut. We're going to a break. Stop talking, Dad.
So when he gets an old man, she's gonna be able to push his wheelchair and do all kinds of stuff for him.
She gonna push it wherever she wants to push it. And a squib kick, and it goes down to about the 25-yard line, and unable to really field it there.
Rick,
So
he couldn't
falling
get
out.
his hands on it to save his life.
Yeah, Kendon Alexander. So he drops on it at about the 24-yard line. So Seattle Prep will take over their second offensive possession on the 24-yard line. Yeah, Edwin, I was saying, though, it's clear that Taylor Green running the show.
Yeah, man.
And Tony B, when Tony B's old in that wheelchair, she go wheel him wherever she wants. Just be here and shut up.
Take him and put him on the corner of the porch and just leave him out there. We got to. We're gonna have to go by and save him.
I know, we're gonna walk by. We're gonna be limping with our canes and everything. Yeah, Tony. Man, our teeth gonna be in the jar.
Yes,
No. All right, so here we go. 5:06 left to play in the first quarter. Tie ball game 7-7. O'Day Seattle Prep. And we got a pre-snap flag, some movement.
There you go again. No, I think the clock ran out.
Oh, okay. Yep. That's exactly what.
They're not. And that, again, that's not the players. That's coming from the sideline.
Yeah. And you got it there. So just for you, if you're listening and watching, you may be able to see on some of the shots there's a clock on each end of the outside of the end zone, 25 seconds to start the play. And the pass out to Braden Smith, and Smith spins, and he's going to be brought down.
He get back to the line of
scrimmage. The original line of scrimmage.
I think he got a little hitch in his giddy up.
Yeah, actually, a little bit short of that, so it's going to make it 2nd and 11. So on that first down play, there was a delay of game, and so Seattle Prep lost 5 yards. So Sipes sending player in motion, fakes it to two players. Now he's looking to his left. He's got a receiver. Oh, and a good hit there. And so Jack Blair with the catch, and coming up to make the stop was number 12, David Dominguez. Dominguez made the tackle not until about a 6-yard pickup, so maybe a 7 yards, I'm going to call it. So it's going to be 3rd and 4. Ball's on the 30-yard line. They got to get up to the 34-yard line for the first down. 4:10 left to play in the first quarter.
He can pop up and throw that right out here to the left.
Yeah. The DB's playing way off. I tell you, they're giving the inside guy there. They're giving him about 10 yards. That's Jack Blair. I'd be looking to Blair.
And
I think another delay of game.
They're not getting the plays in fast enough for the quarterback.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's standing around waiting.
Oh, so they call timeout. Okay, yeah, to avoid that. You're right, Edwin. I think that's their second timeout already here in the first half.
And that went on in the first game too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and that's on the coaches there because Seattle Prep. Yeah. So what just if you're only listening, not watching, or if you're watching and not getting it, what's that? Seattle Prep is not going into a huddle. They're just they're calling the play they're getting the play from the line of scrimmage, and the quarterback is just looking over. Jake Sipe looking over to the sideline to get the play, and your offensive coordinator, whoever it is, or whoever's calling the play, you got to get the play.
You got to get it to him.
Yeah, so that's not happening. But they call timeout because again, it is 3rd and 4 to go, a long 4, and you don't want to make it 3rd and 9.
Well, normally, Rick, they're telling you that the ball need to snap at 3 seconds.
Yeah,
come hella high water, the ball can snap at 3 seconds.
Well, and the thing is, it's coach, I don't have the play. I can't snap it. Come on, give me the play, coach. So some confusion there. But now coming out, you've got Braden Smith as a lone receiver to the right on the short side of the field. And then Sipes got 3 receivers to his left.
That good?
And now Kendon Alexander comes out of the backfield. He'll be the 4th receiver to the left. And Sipe is just going to do a quarterback draw, and he is hit, and he's going to be stopped.
Was that? They went up in the
air.
I know.
I thought that was a ball.
I thought it was a ball too.
Something went up in the air. He's going to be stopped short. About a pickup of 2, Edwin. So it's going to be 4th and 2, and it looks like the Panthers are going to go for it. Ball's on the 32-yard line.
There you go. They call a timeout.
Yeah, okay, referee's timeout here.
I mean, that's
yeah. Something came out. So Braden,
mouthpiece.
Oh, okay. That's what we saw go up. So that was Jake Sipes' mouthpiece when he got hit, went up in the air. So they get that. So it's 4th, and so now they lose the element of surprise.
There you go. That's what kills me now.
So Sipe is in the gun. He's looking to his right, now to his left. He's got a lot of time. Now he's under pressure. He's got a receiver. It's high, and Jack Velling can't pull it down. Incomplete. So that's going to be a turnover on downs, Edwin. And
Rick, you were leading it right into that Mike Backer.
Yeah.
You know, so I understand. But not even Mike Ditka would have want to caught that.
Yeah, man. Isn't that the truth? So, obviously if they would have made the first down, you don't question it, but they didn't. And so now they turn the ball over on downs, and O'Day has the ball on the Prep 32-yard line. That's a tough place.
Yeah,
You're giving them great field position here.
And with this offensive line that O'Day got, the thing to do right now is just run it down to the end zone.
And that's what O'Day will do. The student body left, and that's Brown. Brown cuts it up, and he's got a big pickup of about 8 yards. I tell you what, Edwin, you're right. That offensive line just getting a surge there, and Brown.
Yeah, every time they do that, they come up, somebody limping in blue.
Yep, so player coming out. That is number 30, I believe. Let's see.
Wait a minute. One person went on the field and two people came off. That ain't 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I believe
6,
that was
7,
Isaiah
8, 9,
May
10,
limping
11.
off for Seattle Prep. So they give Jason Brown, it looks like a pickup of 9 down to the 23-yard line. 24. Yeah, right in there. So power I and handoff left side. Brown breaks the tackle. Shoestring, he can't quite get away.
Yeah, couldn't get away from that.
But he was able to fall forward for the first down. Yeah, Edwin, I tell you, it's always easy to sit up here and second guess, but a game like this, it's a tie ball game. It's early in the game. You don't want to give away field position like this. Punt it away. You lost the element of surprise.
Yes.
Sipe's mouthpiece came out and they stopped it so he can get the mouthpiece back in. And at that point, I'm like, maybe I bring my punting unit out.
Yeah, I do the right thing. I understand the confidence you have in your guys, but.
Student body left. Brown breaks one tackle in the back field. Should have been stopped.
That kid there is slippery.
Yeah. So he should have been stopped for a couple-yard loss.
He should have been caught for at least a 2-yard loss.
And instead, he's got about a 3-yard pickup. So Jason Brown on the pitch left and was able to break a couple of tackles and kept his legs moving. So it will be 2nd and 7. I'm going to call it. Ball's on the Prep 18-yard line. And O'Day took over turnover on possession at the 32-yard line, and they are trying to on their second possession here. Handoff up the middle. That's right up the middle. Van Linden and Linden.
That's all offensive line there.
Yeah,
Rick.
man, he had a lot of room.
Hey, man, he ran inside the 20 for the first 10 yards, and nobody touched him.
So Van Linden takes it down to the 4-yard line, so it'll be 1st and goal for the Fighting Irish at the Panther 4-yard line. Tie ball game here with 1:09 left to play in the first quarter. O'Day and Seattle Prep tied up.
Well, you run this one up the middle again.
Well,
they got a number 50. Is that number 54 in the
54. That is a Asindre Afua, 6'5", 330 freshman.
Touchdown.
And run it right over on the left side. Touchdown, O'Day. Well, that is Jason Brown takes it in for the 4-yard touchdown run. And so O'Day makes Prep pay for not punting it and giving them great field position at the 32-yard line. So with about a minute left to go here in the first quarter, O'Day on the scoreboard once again to take a 13-7 lead. 50 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. And the snap is good. The kick is up, almost blocked.
That kid there, number 4, is going to get one eventually because that's his second time.
Yeah, it was Kendon Alexander.
Very, very close.
Yeah, Kendon Alexander for Seattle Prep breaking through and just missed it. So the extra point is up and good. So with 50 seconds left to play here in the first quarter at Memorial Stadium, O'Day, the Fighting Irish, scores on both of their first 2 offensive possessions, and they lead Seattle Prep by a score of 14-7, although the Panthers struck first. But O'Day now leading at 14-7. Forgive me. All righty then.
Let me see here. When the coach got the call for players, something about that ain't right.
You got to know if you're on the kicking team, the receiving team,
Rick,
the hands team.
That's if you want to play.
Let me tell you something. UW under Don James, at the end of practice, what we'd do, he would have you'd be on the sideline and you just call each of the teams, and they'd have to come out on the field and get where they're supposed to be.
Yes, sir.
And with kicking team, hands team, receiving team, punting unit, whatever it was, you had to be out there. You had to know what you were on.
And your backups had to be on the sideline and alert. And if you go down, you need to be there.
Exactly. And guess what? If someone they call a team and someone wasn't out there, guess what?
You didn't go back.
They made it. You were replaced.
Yes, sir.
Don James didn't play.
I'll tolerate you until I can replace you. The words of Jack Patera.
Oh my! And believe me, my position coach when I was out there at UW under Don James was a man who's on the O'Day sideline, one Al Roberts, and a short kick. It's bouncing around and still not fielded. Ball's loose, and O'Day I think is on it, Edwin. And the Fighting Irish saying they're on it. And so it was a squib kick, and just Seattle Prep was not able to field it.
O'Day is on it.
So we're still waiting for the officials to unpack this.
And all kinds of craziness is going on at the bottom of that pile. Look at somebody out there still wrestling.
But Seattle Prep does retain possession.
Every aspect of this game, offense, defense, and special teams, has all been outstanding so
far. It really has.
Oh, boy.
Oh, and a flag there. So what it looked like, Edwin, is as they unpiled that pile, if you will, or pulled that pile apart, there were two players there, and a O'Day player was on top of a Prep player, and clearly the Prep player had the ball, and the O'Day guy's still fighting with him. So the flag, I believe, I would think they're going to call unsportsmanlike conduct.
Yeah.
And it looks like one of the seniors there, Milton Hopkins Jr., they're talking to the referee. And you may remember him play quarterback last year.
And number 11, was that 11 or 14?
14. Whoa, yeah, and he is 6'4", 220.
Oh, yeah, Rick, he's all of that now.
Yeah. And so, that is exactly what it is that when unsportsmanlike on O'Day. And so that's going to advance the ball across midfield to the 49-yard line. So Prep will take over 1st and 10. 46 seconds left to play.
That's uncharacteristic.
Here in the first quarter. Yeah. That is very uncharacteristic of a Monty Kohler team. So Prep taking over 1st and 10 on the 49-yard line. Jake Sipe calling a signal. He's got 4 receivers to his left. He's looking over that way, and he finds Kendon Alexander. Alexander nowhere to go, though.
Wow.
Number 39 is there. Number 45. So that is Zach Newson, Micah.
Oh, boy.
K-Son.
My boy Stafford Mays got him humping now.
Yeah. So that's a loss of 1 back to midfield. And the snap. Sipe looking. He's got under pressure. He's going to be sacked for a big loss.
I just said it.
Edwin, that was number 80, Derek Payton.
Hey, I just said it.
Yeah,
Stafford got him playing, man.
And Payton that's going to be a 10-yard loss back to the 40-yard line.
And that was all him. That the tackle cannot hold up.
No. Again, number 80, Derek Payton, 6'3", 270-pound senior. Yeah, and he just bulled over the offensive tackle there.
This kid hit. What number this kid hit?
61, it looks 61. Like. Yeah, 61. Luke Wilson. Luke Wilson couldn't handle him on that one. So that's going to end the first quarter here with O'Day leading Seattle Prep by a score of 14-7. Let's throw it over to Daniel to see what's going on elsewhere.
Here with a Metro League scoring update brought to you by 4Culture. As the cultural funding agency for King County, 4Culture works to make our region vibrant. Earlier on, right here on Rainier Avenue Radio, you witnessed the third-place game. Ballard and Eastside Catholic taking on each other. Ballard squeaking by with a 21-13 win. Ballard was powered by a touchdown by Brian Blocker, Sam Crocker, and another one from Brian Blocker, 2 from Brian Blocker. Eastside Catholic had one from Abe Holland and Kobe Musa with a missed extra point, making it 21-13 right there. In action right now is the 5th place game. Garfield taking on Bishop Blanchette. And West Seattle playing Nathan Hale. No scoring updates, unfortunately. They have not updated us anything. If you know those, report it to us, and we'll report it to everyone else. Here's second quarter action right here with Rick Dupree, Edwin Bailey.
Hey, Rick.
Yes, sir.
Can I please give Tyler Ernest a shout-out?
Hey, man.
I gave him a shout-out early in the first game. I guess he wasn't listening.
Do what
Tony
you do,
B
brother.
just told me, say, hey, Tyler wants a shout-out. Tyler Ernest, my brother. I love you. Tell Mom and Dad said I'll be home for lunch.
All right, the snap, 3rd and 21.
Got him.
And
Got him.
Got a receiver deep, and he beat him.
Oh.
But he couldn't get there. Jared Rosnos, and just overthrew him. And so that's going to make – yeah. And I'll tell you what, Edwin, these Seattle Prep receivers are getting behind the O'Day coverage. And a couple of drops. They've had a couple of drops.
The ball hadn't been on them.
Yeah. But that time just a little bit overthrown, and so that will make it 4th and 21. And so the Panthers, and that is Rosnos coming back from running down trying to make that catch, and now he comes back to punt it. And so just the start of the second quarter here, O'Day leading Prep 14-7. I'm Rick Dupree along with the legend, Seahawks legend, or I should say legend from South Carolina.
State.
Yes, South Carolina State, forgive me.
Oh, he almost came out of the back of that running.
Yeah, and that was, I believe, number 20, Caleb Mendoza.
My brother, Tyler Ernest. Call the house and check on Malachi for me.
Check that. That was a Justin Stetson on the return. And Stetson takes it out to the 25-yard line. Yeah, so Edwin, forgive me, I should say you're from Savannah, Georgia.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Or would it be your South Carolina State by way of Savannah, Georgia?
Oh,
is that
man, that's it. That's me.
South Carolina State. South Carolina State, what, Orangeburg, is it?
Orangeburg, South Carolina.
Orangeburg, South Carolina.
30 minutes south of Columbia.
Now, let me tell you, my roommate, when I got to FAMU, I got in the room and he had a hamburger. And I'm like, man, where'd you get these? I got to the Orange Room. And I'm like, what? He said, the Orange Room. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what, my man? And it took a while, my man, but we got it. He was from Boynton Beach, Florida.
Hey, Rick, you can't do that in South Carolina.
You can't do that in South Carolina.
They got something called the saltwater Geechee.
Uh-oh,
Do not
Geechee.
make fun of that Geechee the way he sounds.
And, you know I know Geechee from, okay, is Harry Belafonte. Remember he played Geechee Dan.
Geechee Dan.
Was it in which one was that? Oh, I'm trying to remember which, because you got the 3 movies. A Piece of the Action was the 3rd one.
Yeah.
He had Let's Do It Again, and
I think that was it.
Yeah. Anyway. So while we were talking there and reminiscing there, a couple of plays by O'Day, they have the first down. They advance it out to the 37-yard line.
O'Day has an outstanding offensive line.
Yeah, they really do.
So
They've got some
down into
hogs
the bump,
up
the belly
front.
bumping and the push and the pull.
Yes, sir.
They go with their offensive line. 9 times out of 10, they're going to win.
Well, I'm looking at big number 79, Charles Waverly Sr., 6'3", 285.
Yes, sir.
And he is all of that. And so O'Day, the power eye, and there's some movement. They call it. Yeah. Well, I was going to say they didn't blow the whistle, though, man. And so it's going to come back. It's going to come back. Jason Brown. So there was some motion. And so, Edwin, now there was movement there, but they let the play go. It's like blow the whistle and stop it. Yeah, and it's coming back. It's against O'Day.
That was Uptown Saturday Night.
Yes,
Rick?
thank you. Uptown Saturday Night.
Yeah. Hey, thanks. And who was that? Rick, what was his name?
And then Let's Do It Again.
Thanks, my man.
Okay, Uptown Saturday Night. Let's Do It Again. Then and a Piece of the Action. But yeah, I think it was Let's Do It Again. Maybe I can't remember. The first or second one we had Harry Belafonte was playing Geechee Dan. He was kind of playing like the Godfather. They had all the
Yeah.
you're talking like this.
Hey, Rick, I got to give another shout out, man. My wonderful, loving godson, Malachi Satterwhite, is listening.
Malachi, what's up, my brother? Now, Malachi, I'm telling you, man, on Monday night, you let Papa do the show. Else I'm gonna come down and know.
Hey, he got to be on the show every day.
Yeah. So you come in and say hello. You got an open invitation, and you got Jason Brown, and Brown's got some room on the left side. He crosses midfield, lowers his shoulder. Jason Brown says
Hey, Rick, Jason Brown is a talented kid.
yeah, he says to Bill Viola, he says, hey, man.
He ain't the tallest guy in the world, but that ain't never stopped a good running back.
So Brown, after that last play, came back with the penalty. Brown advances it out to midfield for a first down, and so the Fighting Irish will have it 1st and 10 right at midfield, leading 14-7. 10:06 left to play here in the first half. And now, Ed, we will look at split out wide to the right here is that young man, Milton Hopkins Jr. We talked about. There was that quarterback last year. He's at receiver. The handoff right up the middle, and that is Van Linden.
Right there now.
And Linden,
That's
not a
good
lot of
Seattle
room.
Prep.
Man, I tell you what, that is number 6, Elijah Viola Buchanan. making the hit there and stopping. They're going to give him 2 yards, a forward progress.
Buchanan always come to the party with bad intentions, though.
Oh, man, let me tell you something. Yeah, both sides of the ball.
Yes, sir. He's a heck of a football player.
And if I'm not mistaken, he scored that winning touchdown, didn't he, as they beat O'Day, if I'm not mistaken. All right, handoff again. Oh, pitch out.
Oh.
A little option.
Oh!
Great move by Jason Brown.
O'Day better be glad my man was coming inside out.
Yeah, man, Jason Brown.
The tailback was getting ready to go for it.
Yeah, so it's an option, and Brown's going to come off the field. He took a shot at the end of that play.
He took a wallop just then now.
And so Jason Brown got the pitch, cut it up, made one guy miss, and then as he was cutting in, he took a shot. But Jason Brown, came out, as did on the other side of the field, number 11, Bill Violi. It looks like he's holding his right wrist.
Yeah.
So the trainer coming to take a look at him right in front of us.
Might want to put that in some ice for a few minutes.
So the Fighting Irish, a third and 4, I should say, right up the middle.
Oh, that was a nice, big, tough run inside by that fullback.
And Edwin, I tried to see the number. Who was that? That was number
4.
Was it 4?
Yes.
Taj Dials, thank you. Taj Dials picks up the first down to the 39-yard line.
I see better without my binoculars.
Yeah, Dials 5'10", 244.
Yes, sir.
Like Don Nottingham. Remember they used to go Don Nottingham?
Nottingham. The guy,
low center of gravity.
The guy Owens from Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Played for the Lions.
There's Dials again, and Dials making guys pay. He's running in between the tackles.
Well, he knows he has a load up front.
Yeah, and Dials takes it all the way down to the 30-yard line, pickup of 9. So O'Day on the move here. It will be 2nd and 1, 8:09 left to go here in the first half, I should say. And the Fighting Irish leading Seattle Prep by a score of 14-7, trying to avenge that Week 3 loss, 15-14 to the Panthers at the hands of the Panthers. The first time that Seattle Prep beat O'Day in 40 years, since 1980, the year I graduated from high school, Edwin. So that's a long time ago.
Yeah, that's way long.
All right, Taj Dials again on the right side, picking and kind of figuring out where he's going to go, and he's going to have a first down and then some down to about the 20. Looks like they're going to spot at the 25-yard line.
Well, it looks like O'Day going to dance with the girl they brought to the prom.
I believe so.
And she's a big old pretty offensive lineman.
Yeah.
And
name Oliver Bradish, Mark Nabo,
and that's
Khalid
Bryce,
with. Yeah, Owen Prentice and Charles Waverly. Those are the guys up front, Edmund.
As they say in Georgia, he going to dance with her tonight.
Not going All right. And handoff up the middle again. And that is Van Linden. And I tell you what, Edwin, you're right. They're just pounding. They're saying, you know what? We're bigger. You come stop us.
Man, stop me if you can.
Yep.
Look at number 68 right there. If I didn't know no better, hell, I think that was Southern Cal off the
That's Mark. I know. That's Mark Nabo. He is junior, 6'4", 341.
Oh, boy.
Yes, sir.
Right.
I'll run behind that big guy any day of the week.
And he's just a baby.
Yeah. I'd run behind him tonight.
Yes, sir. Look
and
at
they have Taj Dials got some room. Makes a guy miss. Taj Dials up the middle. Touchdown, O'Day. Taj Dials takes it in. 25 yards. And you said it. Right there, big number 68, yes, Mark Nabo.
Yes, sir.
Oh, Taj Dials, 25 yards, and O'Day is out for blood. They're saying, hey, you may have beat us week 3, but it's a new day today.
Man, and the back came right back and gave Big 68 a pat on the rump.
Yes, sir.
I told him, I said, sometimes that's the best feeling in the world.
Yep.
Oh, the running back come back and just whack you on the butt.
And let me tell you something, man. I knew without my guys up front, man, I gave them whatever adulation I could. Whenever I was interviewed in the newspaper, I said, "Hit my lineman." I named them,
yes,
so their name was in the paper too. Come on,
Rick, and that feels good.
Yeah, man. It's like you guys protecting me.
Yes, sir.
And the extra point is up, but a flag on the play. So let's see what the call is, and say illegal procedure. So to bring it back, and we'll re-kick it. O'Day, Taj Dials a 25-yard touchdown run. And I tell you what, the O'Day Fighting Irish, after going down 7-0, Seattle Prep took the opening drive in a very impressive opening drive to take a 7-0 lead. It has been all O'Day.
Forced it back down there.
Yeah. So now the ball spotted at the 15-yard line. So this will be a 25-yard extra point for O'Day kicker. That is Blake Ort. And another flag.
Wow. Malachi Satterwhite, are you being a good boy? Tell Papa you being a good boy.
And that's going to be moved. Nope. Okay, hey, they're going to get that 5 yards back, Edwin. That's going against Seattle
Guys
Prep.
going up front. See, and this could go on all night.
Yeah,
Rick.
man, just let it kick. Man, let it kick it is good. It's extra point, man. Come on. If it was good, then it's
If
good.
the defensive lineman is getting back, well, okay, you ain't got to give them a 5-yard penalty. The penalty is that they're going to make it.
Right, exactly. You know, let it play through, and if he makes it, they're going to decline it. It's good. Let's go on about our business. Not our business, but our business. All right, so we'll line it up one more time. Ball's on about the 12-yard line, so this will be a 22-yard extra point try. The snap is good. The kick is up, and it is good.
Yes, sir.
So, Edwin, with 6:39 left to go here in the first half, O'Day takes a commanding 21-7 lead over Seattle Prep.
Well, it looks as if they are avenging that last loss.
Yeah, they come to play. Well, like I said, since that loss, they beat Blanchette. The offense has been on fire. They beat Blanchette 47-21, Garfield 49-7, a game you heard right here on Rainier Avenue Radio, and then last week over Eastside Catholic 31-14. So O'Day has been on a roll.
And Rick, that Blanchette game was quite impressive. It was 27 unanswered points to win that game against Blanchette.
Wow.
Yes.
Thank you. That's great information.
So it's tied at 21-all, huh? They just,
Seattle Prep got a lot of guys out there in white jerseys on the sideline. I guess that's their JV, have opportunity to come and see what's going on.
Right, to be there on the field with them, or the freshman team.
Yeah, to see if I really want to be out here.
Yeah, that looked like a freshman team, man. Them were some little dudes, man.
Yeah.
All right, and so
they got a little excitement going. They started clapping.
Yeah, they're trying to get a little chant going here. And we've got a nice little crowd of Seattle Prep family members right in front of us, Edwin. I'd say about 50 or so.
You got some people over there in the woods that's making more noise. You think it's 20,000 people over
I know, yeah. And the kick is fielded by, I believe that was Kendon Alexander. Yes, it was.
Alexander's a ball player.
Yeah, he put his shoulder down and said, I ain't going down.
I like number 4.
So Kendon Alexander advances the short kick out to the 37-yard line. So Seattle Prep trailing 21-7 here with 6:34 left to play in the first half. Actually, they're spotted at the 38-yard line. Prep will have it 1st and 10 on its own 38-yard line.
Well, let's see what Seattle Prep can get going here, man. They need to put together a drive.
Yeah, and I really like Jake Sipe was out the last time these two teams played, and Kendon Alexander, or rather check that Braden Smith at quarterback this time.
He fooled me again on the Statue of Liberty.
So Smith hands it off to Elijah Viola Buchanan, and Viola Buchanan is going to be stopped for about a 2-yard loss back to the 36-yard line. And looks like now back under center is Jake Sipe. So Sipe wasn't in at quarterback when Prep beat O'Day, and I tell you, I see why Sipe is the quarterback. He's a commit to Colorado School of the Mines.
Yeah, I've been there.
And he just throws out a good play there. He was under pressure.
Nice,
receiver was covered. Yep.
Smart play.
And just threw it out of bounds.
What they say? Live another day?
Yep. There you go. And so with just under 6 minutes to play, 5:59 left to go here in the first half. O'Day leading Seattle Prep 21-7. And the Panthers 3rd and 12, balls on their own 36-yard line. Quarterback Jake Sipe barking out the signals. He's got 3 receivers to his left, 2 to his right, empty backfield.
They're finna get some rush here.
And they're coming. Sipe's got a receiver, big tight end, Jack Velling. Velling breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle.
Almost got him that sideline.
And Velling takes it out to about the 45-yard line. But Edwin,
I might need to go for this, Rick.
It's 4th and 3. No, check it. They say he's out at the 43.
No.
And they're going for it. They say he's out. So it's 4th and 5. They've got to get out to the 48. Again, Edwin, field position. This is the second time they're going for it. If I was coaching, I'd be punting it away.
Yeah, I think I would have to. I might punt it right here.
And they made. Let's see if they do a quick kick.
I would hope so. Yeah.
Yep, that's what they're going to do. You're right. So Jake Sight backs up and he kicks it. Oh, and he gets a nice kick.
Good job.
And it's going to hit down on the 20, bounces, and getting a prep bounce inside the 15 down to about the 14. So that was a good play, Edwin. Yeah,
great choice.
Yeah, it really was. It really was. So Aaron Mull and the coaching staff there for Seattle Prep. So with 5:41 left to go here in the first half, O'Day will take over 1st and 10 on the 14 on their own 14-yard line. And again, they lead it 21-7.
Boy, if Seattle Prep had a T on that helmet, that's exactly our colors and exactly how we looked in high school.
Well, we might be able to make that happen, Edwin.
No, don't scare me, Rick. I can't. My nerves too bad.
All right, and so the Fighting Irish taking over 1st and 10.
Let's see if they're gonna burn up this 5:41, Rick.
Yeah, let's see what they're gonna do.
Pitch
out to Brown. Brown
inside.
cuts it back. He's got some room. It's off to the races. He's got one man to beat, and he gets past him. Oh, cut inside. Jason Brown. Oh my! Let me tell you something, Edwin. Jason Brown takes it about 35, 45, about 50 yards down to the Seattle Prep 35-yard line. He had one man to beat and was almost tackled, broke that tackle, but that gave the defender on the other side coming back. That was Kendon Alexander time to get him, and Alexander finally brings him down, but not after 51-yard pickup by Jason Brown. Oh my, as
he's got
Dave Niehaus used to say on the Mariners.
He's got 2 runs for 100 yards.
Yeah, man. Hand off Taj Dials. He's got some room. And Taj Dials, I'll tell you what, is a north and south runner, Edwin.
Rick,
he squares his shoulders and goes.
One makes you run and chase, and the other one makes you get out of his way.
Good point.
Yes, sir. Because I mean, that is a good. Do you remember Owens that played fullback for the Detroit Lions out of Oklahoma?
Owens.
Before, but way before all those other guys got to Detroit. Big fullback, bruiser.
I gotta look. I'm not, and I should know this, Edwin. Okay, I'm going to look it up.
Tinker Owens, I think, was his younger brother.
Okay.
At Oklahoma.
Oh yeah. I remember him. Yeah, I remember him. Taj Dials on the right side. He's got some room. Oh, he hits a couple of tacklers and splits them and takes it inside the 15.
And he made him tackle him.
Yeah, he did. And that's going to be another first down. O'Day keeping the ball on the ground, Edwin, and they are making Seattle Prep pay. So O'Day saying, you may have beat us for the first time in 40 years, but it ain't going to happen twice in 1 year. Yeah, that's how they're
pay for that.
Yeah, that's how they're playing this first half. So Dials with the first down to about the 12-yard line. O'Day 1st and 10. Handoff right up the middle, and that is number 22, Donovan.
I got it.
Agaseed.
Steve Owens.
Okay. And yeah, I remember Tinker Owens, the receiver, right? Yeah, I remember him. Yep.
Steve Owens.
Yeah, no,
Big
I do remember him. Yeah. Man, bringing back memories. I had the quote way back in the memory banks there.
Yeah.
Now, when you said Tinker Owens, that jogged the memory.
All them concussions that I can't remember yesterday.
So first, back in the day, the concussion protocol for us, man. Get up, boy. You just go ahead, go back in there.
How many fingers I got?
Really?
Look at that. Good.
Taj Dials on the right side. He's in. Touchdown. O'Day, 4 yards. So the Fighting Irish.
That kid there's a good fullback, right?
Yeah, Taj Dials. 5'10", 244 senior.
Well.
So O'Day making Prep pay.
I hope his mom and dad is here.
And right now, kind of a dejected sideline here in front of us on the Seattle Prep side of the ball, Edwin.
Yeah. They came in with a lot of energy. They really wanted to do well, but O'Day is staying within themselves, man, and
the extra point, man, hit the left upright and then that bounced in and it's good. So
hit the left upright and the right upright.
Really. So with that, O'Day leading 28-7 after Prep opens up the game on the opening drive with the score to take a 7-0 lead. It's been all O'Day. 3:26 left to go here in the first half, and O'Day leading Seattle Prep 28-7. Edwin, I want to invite our listeners to tune in to a special encore presentation of an interview I did with Slick Watts a couple of years ago on One-on-One with Dupe. And we're going to replay the first half of that interview at 6 o'clock this Friday, right preceding our show, Monday Night Sports at 6:30. So you can hear Edwin and me live right afterward. But it was just a fun interview with Slick, and all of our thoughts and prayers going out to Slick. Donald Watts' son released a statement, I think on Twitter and on the website, saying his dad last Friday suffered a major stroke. And so we hope that Slick is recovering and will regain full use of all of his extremities and just be back to
old Slick.
100%. Yeah. But I tell you what, and I'll talk more about it, but please tune in and listen to the interview. We're going to play part one of that this Monday at 6 and then part two next Monday. And Slick is just one of the kindest, most genuine people I've ever met. And just our heart goes out to him. The kickoff
represented Seattle very well.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he reached out to me as a rookie, invited me to his house. I met the fifth dimension. Oh, man. And when I got here, my brother came. Just represented Seattle and professional athletes in a big way.
Yeah, and Edwin, like you, he just is a person who again, down home from down south, and just that Southern hospitality. And when I worked for the Sonics, we had I controlled a modest budget, but we would have our legends make appearances. And we only have a few here. Fred Brown, in town. James Donaldson was in, but Slick was the guy who enjoyed doing it. And Edwin, every single time people would rave about how kind, how genuine, how funny Slick was. And we just had a good time. We had a good time. That's where I really got to know him. And the deep pass, receiver is open. And incomplete.
I tell you what.
Yes.
These defensive linemen are coming off the ball, using their hands and getting pushed. Hey.
So Jake Sipe was looking for Gerald Rosnos. Rosnos was there. Rosnos looking back to the referee saying, hey, man, there was some contact here. He's not happy. And coming up, defending that, I believe, was number 29, Edwin. That was a Khalil Holiday.
Yes.
And Rosno's not happy with the no call. So that's going to make it 2nd and 10, balls at the 41-yard line. And the quick out. Oh, Braden Smith, forgive me, with a great one-handed catch, but it's going to be a loss of about 3-4 yards on that play. So they're trying to do the quick screen, and O'Day read it, and Braden Smith did a great job of, number one, to get his hand. It may have been better just to drop it and let it fall, but to make the catch and to come back and make sure it wasn't picked off. So it's going to be 3rd and 13, balls at the 38-yard line. Now you've got Smith. Smith's
got to go up and get it.
And he's got Jack Velling just out of bounds.
Got to keep it in bounds.
Yep. So Braden Smith came in at quarterback. That time was not able to connect with his big tight end, Jack Velling, and that's going to make it 4th down. 2:38 left to go here in the first quarter. O'Day leading Seattle Prep 28-7. But Edwin, we're talking about Slick Watts, and again, just every appearance that we made, people just really appreciated getting to know him. He took his time, made people feel like, that he genuinely wanted to be doing what he was doing, and it wasn't just I'm doing this just because. And it got to be fun because that one year in particular, I paid Slick a nice little salary. We did a number of appearances,
a little stipend,
more than a stipend, but we did a bunch of appearances. But it got to a point where he would, whenever he heard my call, I call him. Slick said, "Richard, what you got for me?"
Yeah.
Oh, we used to have so much fun, and that's how I got golfing, because I had never really golfed, and we started getting invited to these golf tournaments. And Slick is an avid golfer, and so he said, "Well, man, get some clubs and let's start playing." So, I got my clubs, borrowed some clubs from a good friend of mine, Corey Minago. He's a lefty, and I golf left-handed, and so that's how I got started. But just a wonderful, wonderful individual. And again, all of our thoughts and prayers, well wishes going out to the Watts family. God.
First time I was on Mercer Island, he invited me to his house.
Yeah.
And my brother went. And again, Marilyn McCoo, Billy Davis, The other lady that was
oh yeah,
in the
yeah.
Fifth
I'm forgetting her
Dimension.
name because you think Marilyn McCoo and Billy Davis is
man.
yeah.
You know, she's a beautiful young lady.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Yes, sir. Yeah, Slick. I'm gonna tell you what. Slick and I, we spent a lot of time together over those seasons, and yeah, he used to tell me stories. And he said, "Richard, man, that's how we did it back then." You know. But yeah, we had a good time. So
Slick
yes, indeed.
Slick ran me home.
Yeah,
And I was happy that he did.
yeah.
You know, he let me know that you're out of your element.
Yeah. Well, I said, Slick would just, I mean, again, and I appreciate. So please tune in Monday night at 6:00 and hear the first half of that interview I did with Slick. And really, we talked about, growing up down south Louisiana. I mean, just his whole journey into the NBA, and then what he's doing now in the community. And so please tune in to he and his son Donald doing a tremendous work in the community, working with, and what I like about what they do, they teaching them basketball skills, but life skills through that. And O'Day putting the ball up in the air, and little contact. Was looking for, that was the number 30, Aiden Tetters, and the ball is going to fall incomplete. So
O'Day did a great job of picking up the delayed blitz.
Yeah.
And got a little heat on the quarterback, but he got the ball off.
Coach's son, John Kohler, there showed he does have an arm. Coach doesn't let him throw it too much. I wonder what that conversation is like at home. Dad, I want to throw the ball a little bit more. Can I, can I get a little air game here? And Dad's like, no, we run it at O'Day. We keeping him inside the tackles, buddy. And now in at quarterback is the quarterback we talked about from last year, Milton Hopkins Jr.
They're not going to get it off.
Delay a game. Yeah, they were taking their time. I'm not sure what. Okay, so they call timeout.
The lead, but man, there's got to be a sense of urgency.
Yeah. I was just thinking that, Edwin. You're right. So a timeout on the field. Milton Hopkins Jr. now back in at quarterback. We saw him last year. He was a starter and led O'Day to the state championship game and the loss there. We were down in Puyallup. Remember, we brought you that game against Eastside Catholic. Great game. Yeah. Just an incredible finish. The last 3.5 minutes of that game, just exciting. O'Day scored, then Eastside Catholic came back and scored and to win that. But Milton Hopkins Jr., I'm not sure we've not seen him very much. We have not seen him at quarterback in any of the games we have covered this year. And he was in on defense earlier and out of receiver, and now he's in at quarterback. So maybe splitting some time here this final game, and Monty Kohler giving him some time. And now John Kohler, who is at quarterback, is now out at receiver. So he and Milton Hopkins have switched.
Yeah. So obviously he's the talented kid.
Yeah. With Milton Hopkins, 6'4", 220. So it will be 3rd and 8. The ball is on, O'Day has it on its own 43. It looks like the nose of the football just shy of the 43-yard line.
Yes.
So you got Jason Brown in motion now. Hopkins is just going to run it. He's up the middle, breaks a tackle, makes another guy miss, and he's still on his feet and still running. Oh, Edward, they can't bring him down. He's inside the 35.
That's enough to get you good and fired up there now.
Tell you what, Milton Hopkins Jr.
And you can tell by the sideline that did it for him.
Yeah. So he had a Jason Brown in motion, but Hopkins kind of did a spin move and then just took almost like a delayed quarterback draw.
Hey, man, had 2 or 3 of them just hanging on him.
Yeah, man, he just kept going, wouldn't go down. So he takes it down to the 29-yard line. Now he being Hopkins, is lined up out at receiver, and Kohler back at quarterback. The handoff inside, and that is a Van Linden.
That's a trap for 10.
Man, and Linden, yeah, like I said, 10 yards.
Wow.
So 1:40 and the clock is ticking. O'Day trying to score again. They have the ball now on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 2 to go, leading 28-7, Edwin.
Well, Rick, this if this is a score, this is going to be a backbreaker.
Jason Brown spins, makes a guy miss. A flag's down, though. Brown still on his feet inside the 20 down to the 16, but I think this is going to come back.
Yeah.
Jason Brown, I tell you what, Edwin, making cats miss.
Let me tell you something. Number 78 just mauled somebody in the streets of America. He gets some time for what he just did.
Edwin, you talk about Owen Prentice, that 6'3", 285-pound captain.
He's the captain.
Yep.
Well, I see why.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Let me see what they call.
So it's going to come back from the spot of the foul. I think it looks like it's only maybe a 5-yard penalty, but maybe a 10-yard. Maybe it was a hold. I didn't see the referee motion what it was. So the ball's coming back to the original line of scrimmage. So it will be 2nd and 10. Ball's at the 34-yard line. 1:20 left to play here in the first half. O'Day leading 28-7.
Wow.
And John Kohler, I tell you what, Kohler had us all fooled. I thought he'd handed the ball off up the middle to Van Linden.
What's the size of number 80, Rick?
Number 80 for O'Day, that is Derek Payton, 6'3", 270.
Tight end.
Yes, sir. All right, so 59 seconds left, and on that run, John Kohler gets a first down to the 22-yard line. So O'Day 1st and 10 on the prep 22-yard line. They have 28-7 lead, I should say. They have the lead and the pigskin.
So they got 2 tight ends that's pro size.
Yeah, they're pretty big guys. What can I say? Kohler's got 2 receivers to his left and fakes the handoff. He's looking to his left. He's got a receiver. Oh, it just overthrows him. He had a receiver there, Edwin.
If he could get his shoulders completely around, the guy who ran the crossing route came uncovered.
Yeah, that was Quinn Carolyn. And Edwin, you talk about NFL size, Quinn Carolyn at tight end. He is 6'5", 227.
And a teenager.
Yep, senior. All right, so that's going to make it 3rd and 10 for the Fighting Irish at the Panther 22-yard line. Again, O'Day leading 28-7. Got David Dominguez wide to the left.
Wow.
But Kohler's going to keep it. Breaks the tackle, breaks another tackle.
The quarterback gave him the evil eye just then.
Yeah, man. He stopped somebody at his tracks.
Yeah, faked it out, and put it under his arm.
So Kohler's going to take it down, a pickup of about 6 to the 17-yard line, Edwin.
Man, Rick, I like Kohler, too.
Oh, yeah. Only a junior.
He's
Only
a
a
coach's kid.
Yep.
He knows exactly what to do.
And so the handoff, Jason Brown. Brown stumbles, but still on his feet. He's going to be close to the first down.
I think he might have came up like a half a foot short.
All right, let's see what happened. Yeah, I don't know if forward progress. And no, they're saying nope. Don't even have to mark. Don't even have to measure. He's short. And Prep with the stop there, 19 seconds left. So the Prep fans in front of us, some on their feet cheering their team on. A good defensive stop there, Edwin.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Coach. Coach.
Now, late flag. Let's see what it is.
That's unsportsmanlike conduct, unsportsmanlike something on the sideline.
On the O'Day sideline.
Yeah.
Like somebody was not happy.
Might have been Stafford Mays.
Even if it wasn't, we're going to say it was. Come on, Stafford. Oh, my goodness. Your twin, huh?
Oh, man, don't say that, man.
I thought you were Stafford Mays.
Hey, I heard that, man. I'm like, first of all, I got to see who this is.
Yeah. You didn't know him at that time, but that's when you first got here.
Man, I'm like, man, he wish he looked this good.
So Stafford used to date, I'm trying to remember her first name, Massengale. And I'm telling my man's business.
Don't tell his business. You scared me just then.
Well, they were friends. It wasn't Alicia. It was anyway. And her little brother ran track for Roosevelt. And Stafford used to come out to we used to have either dual meets or you'd have, different meets where all the schools were there. And that's where I first met Stafford. I was in high school. And I was pretty fast. I wasn't the fastest guy, but I had some speed. And if I wasn't going against Garfield, I usually was, in the top, 2 or 3. And Garfield was a whole different story, but that's for another day. But anyway, with that said, that's where I ended up meeting Stafford. And he was like, who's this little dude? Little dude can run a little bit. How Stafford is. And we've been friends ever since.
I watched I was interested in a young lady that ran track in the city of Seattle.
Uh-huh. You you might be married to her now. I think someone told me. Okay.
I used to love the outfits she used to wear.
And and pass right over. And a drop pass. And that was Cody Dotson. So Cody Dotson was running
No, the ground called the fumble.
Okay, they did. Okay, so it is a reception. So Cody Dotson got it. He ran kind of almost like a post pattern, Edwin, and right out to midfield. And they're saying the ground caused the ball to come out, and so that is a first down at the 49-yard line. And that was a Jake Sipe to Cody Dotson for the first down.
It wouldn't hurt for them to get this ball down and get something, even if it's just 3.
Yeah. If they can get a big play here, they got 14 seconds left, so there's some time to get in field goal range. And both of these teams have shown that their special teams are high quality.
Yeah, and so now you can go into halftime and make some adjustments, and hopefully.
Well, Edwin, let me ask you, if you're Coach Aaron Mall, think about this. I mean, what are you going to tell your Seattle Prep Panthers going into the locker room? Or obviously the teams can't literally go into the locker room, but as you figuratively go into the locker room at halftime, what do you tell you guys?
I want to know, golly, was that a fluke, the first game?
Mm-hmm.
Or did we get the big head and just assume that they were going to lay down for us? No. Somebody needs to step up. I don't need to hear about it. I need to see it. Don't talk me to death.
Yeah.
Because I can't stand all that hollering and throwing helmets and all of that. Go make a play.
Yeah. And Sipe looking, he's got Jared Rosnos. Rosnos makes one guy miss, stiff arm another, and he's going to get out of bounds.
Good move.
Good play by Jared Rosnos. A pickup of about 10 yards. That'll be a first down to the 40-yard line. So with, I believe it said 8 seconds left. Let me see what they have on the clock here, Edwin.
It's 8. Let's air it out, Rick. 6.
6 seconds. You got time for a quick one. You go for the end zone, or do you? So yeah, I guess. Yeah, you don't really have time for 2 plays, do you, Edwin? You're not trying to get in field goal range.
No. You want to air this one out.
So O'Day expecting that they've got 2. So the ball's on the 40-yard line, and O'Day's got a couple of guys back on the 15 and the 12 and the 20.
Chuck Knox said deep is the deepest and wide is the widest.
And no receiver there, and that's going to fall incomplete, out of bounds. And so that's going to do it for the first half here. Let's see. I believe there are no penalties on the play.
A pretty good half of football.
It really is. So after one half here of the championship game, Metro Championship game in this pandemic-shortened season, halftime, O'Day leading Seattle Prep by a score of 28-7. I'm going to throw it to Daniel B. He's going to update you on some scores, and Edwin and I will be back with the second half here in about 15 minutes right here on Rainier Avenue Radio.
Here from your halftime reports, live from Memorial Stadium, brought to you by the folks of Urban League and Metropolitan Seattle. Fulfilling its mission within our Seattle King County service area through advocacy, direct programming, community outreach, and coalition building in 5 major pillars of focus: housing, education, workforce development, health, and policy. O'Day is handily up at the half, 28-7 over Seattle Prep, with several runs by Taj Dials, 2 of them, and 2 by Jason Brown right there. So 2 touchdowns by Jason Brown, 2 by Taj Dials. That's 4 touchdowns for O'Day, making it 28 points. Although Seattle Prep did have the opening score, making it 7-0 at the beginning with a pass from Jake Sipe to Braden Smith, 7-0. But it's been O'Day ever since. 28 unanswered points, making it 28-7 here at Memorial Stadium. Other games in action right now. We got West Seattle and Nathan Hale. We do have a report from a fan here in the comments saying West Seattle is pitching a shutout in their final game, 24-0 over Nathan Hale. And that last report being from the third quarter. We have not heard from them since. Also have not heard from Garfield and Bishop Blanchette, which are playing in the 5th place game. If you have a report on either the West Seattle Nathan Hale score or the Garfield Bishop Blanchette score, please report it to us so we can report it on the air for everyone else. Right before this game here at Memorial Stadium, we covered the 3rd place game between Ballard and Eastside Catholic, and surprisingly, Eastside Catholic falling to 4th place with the loss against Ballard there. Ballard was powered by 2 touchdowns from Brian Blocker and one from Sam Crocker with a running touchdown. That's 21 there. And Eastside Catholic was got 2 scores in. One from Gabe Holland, and the other one from Kobe Musa with a touchdown. That Gabe Holland touchdown, though, was a nice one because he was dragging Ballard Beavers trying to get into the end zone for that touchdown. An impressive one at that. But Eastside Catholic falling to 4th place. Ballard is 3rd place this year in the shortened Metro League season for football. The first of 3 seasons, actually. Season 2 will be basketball and boys soccer. And we believe season 3 will be baseball. And all 3 of these seasons happening in the spring. The other sports action in Metro League, bowling actually will be having their league culminating event tomorrow, 10 a.m. at West Seattle. Bowling will wrap up their season tomorrow, 10 a.m. at West Seattle. Gymnastics will wrap up their season with their league culminating event at noon tomorrow, also at West Seattle. And boys and girls basketball will start on the 27th of April, later this month. We will be covering games here for Rainier Avenue Radio there for during that season. And boys soccer will be starting April 29th with their first game in the Metro, with some Metro League action right there. Volleyball is concluding their season tomorrow. Their championship, Eastside Catholic versus Lakeside. It's going down at 6:30 p.m. The Metro League Volleyball Championship will be Eastside Catholic and Lakeside at 6:30. 3rd place will be Garfield and Seattle Prep. 5th place, that goes down in the Roosevelt and West Seattle at 6:30. Bishop Blanchette and Franklin will play at 6:30 for 7th. Holy Names, Nathan Hale will play at 6:30 for 9th place. Rainier Beach and Ingram will play for 11th at 4 p.m. Lincoln and Chief Self will play for 13th at 4 p.m. And then that championship going down tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Eastside Catholic and Lakeside for the volleyball champ.
And I don't know if you got a score on the Garfield game. I just got one in.
You got it. Okay.
Start of the 4th quarter, Blanchette leading Garfield 17-9. Garfield's had a lot of turnovers there. There's about 11 minutes left. And Blanchette leading Garfield 17-9.
Thank you, Rick. Who's your source?
The coach's father, Bishop Witherspoon. I gave him a call. Said, "What's the score on the game, Bishop?"
All right, Bishop Blanchette there, man. An impressive win there. They were actually Bishop Blanchette was not able to play last week because Rainier Beach didn't have enough healthy players. So they got this to move on to the 5th place game by not even playing. Even though Garfield handily won over Roosevelt, Bishop Blanchette got to play that game. And that's 17-9 over Garfield. Number 5, Bishop Blanchette in the 5th place game. You said 4th quarter action right there. Just updating the ticker real quick as we talk with the 4th quarter. And then also in action at the moment, we have in the 3rd quarter with West Seattle handily winning over Nathan Hale 24-0. Last reported in the 3rd quarter. However, that was about a half an hour ago. So not sure on the status of that game. But we're trying to report these scores as we can. And we are about... Oh, okay. Thank you to Lael right here in the comments with the final from West Seattle and Nathan Hale. That's a final score, 24-0 right there. West Seattle ends their season with a shutout over Nathan Hale. And there you go with the final score there. And we'll try to get you a final score from Garfield and Bishop Blanchette right there. Thank you to our own Rick Dupree and his sources right there for reporting that one. Girls soccer action is going to conclude with their final game on the 22nd, actually. But they did play the games on yesterday, actually, with Seattle Prep squeaking by Roosevelt 2-1. Holy Names with a great win over West Seattle 5-1. Ingram defeating Ballard 3-1. Lakeside with a squeaker over Bishop Blanchette 1-0. Garfield won over Eastside Catholic 2-0. Franklin with a convincing win over Chief Self 4-1. And Lincoln with a squeaker over Nathan Hale. That was a 2-1 contest right there. Biggest impressive thing for girls soccer this year has been Holy Names. They have done a 7-0 season. They have yet to lose a contest. They are the only team in Metro right now for girls soccer to have won all of their matches. Roosevelt has won only 4 contests, but they haven't lost any. But standings are based on how many you win, not by the actual percentage of your wins. So that's why they're actually in second place in the mountain behind Seattle Prep, which actually leads at 6-2. Roosevelt in second, 4-0-2. Bishop Blanchette is 3-1-2 on the season. Ingram 3-2-2. Ballard 3-3-1. Lakeside 3-4-1. Nathan Hale 0-5-1. Lincoln at 0-6-1. Unfortunately, both Nathan Hale and Lincoln have yet to see a victory this season, although they have each seen a tie. That means something. For the sound standings, like we said, Holy Names pitching an undefeated season for the girls soccer squad. West Seattle's at 5-2 on the year. Eastside Catholic 3-2. Garfield 3-3. Franklin at 3-3. Chief Self at 1-5, and Cleveland sits in the cellar, having not yet won a game yet. 0-5 on the season. Girls soccer will play their last games on the 22nd. Metro has not announced who's playing who, where, and all that kind of stuff. The website, metroleaguewa.org, you can find the scores there after they happen on the 22nd here, and just coming in a few days. And they'll post those soon. It says that all these games are happening at West Seattle, but I don't know how you're going to do all those matches in one day, so on one place. So we'll find out how all that goes down. But yes, thank you to Aleo right there. 24-0. West Seattle pitching the shutout over Nathan Hale. And Bishop Blanchette in the 5th place game is winning a close one in the 4th quarter over Garfield, 17-9, as Garfield is experiencing some problems against this Bishop Blanchette squad. And we'll see 6 minutes left before the second half. We would like to recognize that Rainier Avenue Radio has been on the air for 4 years now. And we are actually celebrating our birthday, yo. So with that, we have a special video to share with you right here, live from Memorial Stadium, O'Day over Seattle Prep, 28-7.
Rainier Avenue Radio.world, celebrating 4 years of broadcasting 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, in the interest of South Seattle and surrounding communities. Hey, it's Tony B, and yes, I'm excited to share with you that April 1st is our birthday. This one is our 4th of amplifying the diverse voices in our communities, broadcasting community events, providing award-winning instructional classes to youth and adults, supporting our music communities in all genres and forms, hosting critical conversations, and making sure that we are who you are. 2020 provided us with the opportunities to meet the needs of our communities. Rainier Avenue Radio is proud to have provided our communities with the most comprehensive coverage of how the coronavirus did and continues to impact our communities. And so, for our birthday, on behalf of our amazing staff, volunteers, and show hosts, to all of our contributors, supporters, listeners, and viewers, thank you. Thank you for your support and patience while we were trying to figure out this internet and broadcasting media thing 4 years ago. Thank you to our youth students who took our courses in interdisciplinaries like communication, journalism, multimedia, math and coding, adult digital literacy, social media analytics, beat making, film, photography, and of course, broadcast. Thank you for staying with us even when we made mistakes. You know that when we provide opportunities for you to share your voice, thoughts, issues, concerns, and talents, then we look at that as growing together. As the African proverb says, that is how we will go far. We have grown, and you've grown with us. We have over 80 shows hosted or produced by members of our communities. And all of this during a pandemic. But that is one reason why we do exist. As a true grassroots organization that started out broadcasting out of a study room in the Columbia City Library, we formed alliances with groups like the HCAACD, worked with city government, private developers, and a variety of arts organizations to promote sustainable art space, land acquisition, and ownership for arts organizations. I'm sure many were shocked when we leased 3 properties in the heart of Columbia City, providing our community members with business opportunities for a hair salon, barbershop, recording studio, rental hall, youth concert and celebration space, artist residency, and an art gallery, among the other multiple uses. We are continuing that growth as we move towards ownership of property in the Central District and in land acquisition in South Seattle's Columbia City to preserve the historical and cultural artistic integrity of our communities and ensure that independent voices continue to be heard. So for those of you who have found out about us recently, we thank you on our birthday for allowing us to broadcast our community-created content however and wherever you listen and watch. If you'd like to make a birthday donation to Rainier Avenue Radio, it would be much appreciated. Yes, times are tough, so any amount would be greatly appreciated. You will see the results. Here's how you can donate. You can go to our website at rainieravenueradio.world and go to the donate page. You can Venmo at Rainier Avenue Radio. You can send a check to Rainier Avenue Radio, P.O. Box 18774, Seattle, Washington, 98118. You can donate to Shunpike, which is our fiscal agent. Just indicate that your contribution is for Rainier Avenue Radio. Shunpike is the 501c3 nonprofit agency that provides independent art groups like ours in Washington State services, resources, and opportunities. Once again, happy birthday to us at Rainier Avenue Radio.world. We are your community radio station. We will continue to provide you with community-created content, broadcast live from our communities, and of course, we'll bring you high school sports like nobody else can. Join us in celebration. Rainier Avenue Radio.world.
Congrats to Rainier Avenue Radio, 4 years on the air. That's amazing right there. Feel free to go to our website right there, rainieravenueradio.world. Click on donate. We appreciate your contributions as we try to be your community radio station. We're right here at the half. We're about a minute away from the second half here. 28-7. O'Day winning this one handily, powered by 2 touchdowns by Jason Brown, 2 touchdowns by Taj Dials. Seattle Prep had the opening score. It was a Jason Syke pass to Braden Smith to open it up, but ever since it's been 28 unanswered scores by O'Day. The game right before this one right here on Rainier Avenue Radio, Ballard defeating Eastside Catholic for 3rd place on the year, powered by 2 touchdowns by Brian Blocker and 1 by Sam Crocker to win 21-13. Eastside Catholic was given scores by Gabe Holland, a score where he dragged himself into the end zone with Beavers hanging on him, and Kobe Musa also running in for an impressive score as well. 21-13 on that one with a missed extra point for Eastside Catholic. We would also recognize some of our professional sports teams. Seattle Sounders opened their home opener with a win over Minnesota. 4-0 right there with a good one for the Sounders. And the Mariners also in action right now against Houston. It was 3-2 at the bottom of the 6th, but the Astros have clunked in to home base here in the opening of the 7th, and it is now 5-2. Astros over the Mariners. Looks like we have 3 more minutes left here before the second half, so we'd like to recognize our Metro League Player of the Week from last week. And even though Garfield may be struggling here in the 4th quarter against Bishop Blanchette 17-9, Jacoby Cochran had himself a whale of a game last week, and he was awarded our Metro League Student Athlete of the Week. And here is a play and a touchdown that Jacoby Cochran punched in last week.
This week's Rainier Avenue Radio Metro League Student Athlete of the Week is Jacoby Cochran. Jacoby is a junior wide receiver and defensive back attending Garfield High School. He made big plays all game long, offensively and defensively, including 2 interceptions, and hauled in a 70-yard pass and a run for a touchdown.
Dude, he's got a man wide open. It's Jacoby Cochran. Jacoby Cochran all the way in to the end zone. Touchdown. Garfield Bulldog.
Garfield High School junior Jacoby Cochran is this week's Rainier Avenue Radio Metro League Student Athlete of the Week.
Congrats to Jacoby Cochran. We are halftime here at Memorial Stadium. O'Day is over Seattle Prep 28-7. Just less than 2 minutes away from that second half. Yes, thank you to Jacoby Cochran. He was awarded a $20 gift certificate to Emerald City Fish and Chips. So I'm sure he's eating up right there. He had some staunch competition in that game. Alauji Buchanan, I think, had at least 2 touchdowns in that one. Garfield had an impressive second half against Roosevelt last week. And that play that we just did there right there, the camera couldn't even go faster than the ball on that one. But because it was thrown so fast, and Jacoby Cochran with that 70-yard touchdown win there last week to in the Roosevelt game, and that is why he's our Metro League Student Athlete Week. If you want to find out who will be this week's, tune in on Monday, 6:30 p.m. It'll be Monday Night Sports with the guys that are actually calling your game, Rick and Edwin. They'll share it with you, and they will break it to you live. Who will be this week's Metro League Player of the Week? It'll be either from our previous game, the Ballard Eastside Catholic game, or this game that you're watching right now, O'Day or Seattle Prep. Our sports department will vote, and we'll pick a winner for you. So right before that, though, tune in on Rainier Avenue Radio, your community radio station, for a special encore performance presentation of a interview that our own Rick Dupree did on his old show, One-on-One, with the famous Slick Watts, not Slick Rick, Slick Watts, who unfortunately suffered a stroke and is currently fighting in the hospital bed. And we definitely wish him the best of health as he fights. And we would like to honor his legacy by showing this to you tomorrow at 6 p.m. on Rainier Avenue Radio. Watch it. Yeah, 6 p.m. on Monday. And you can watch it on our app, Rainier Avenue Radio app. It's Android and iPhone users. And also go to our website, RainierAvenueRadio.world. You can also watch on Facebook and YouTube. There is a video up there. Just search Slick Rick, Rainier Avenue Radio. You'll find it, and you can watch it. It'll be posted Monday at 6 on those platforms. It looks like we got the players on the field. They're lining up. It's time for the second half to kick off. Rick Dupree, Edwin Bailey, it's all you.
All right. Thank you, Daniel.
Hey, great job, Daniel.
Way to hold it down. So Seattle Prep with the kick, and it is a deep one, and it's going to be fielded on the bounce. And I believe that is Jason Brown on the right sideline. And he picked it up on the run and takes it out to almost the 25-yard line.
And ran under 2 or 3 people.
Yeah. Yes, he did. And, Edwin, I want to report, thanks to Juan Cotto giving us this update. Giorgio Kotsakis, who went out number 47 for O'Day earlier, and we were saying he was not able to put pressure on his right foot. It was an ankle injury, so nothing too serious there. But, again, was not able to put pressure on it as he was helped off the field. And also, O'Day offensive coordinator told Juan, he said, you know what, last week we had, or I should say, in the loss to Prep, we had 3 drives inside the 30-yard line, just couldn't punch it in, and that was our goal tonight, and they are doing that. In this first down run, and that, I believe, is Van Linden getting the ball, and, excuse me, Linden takes it out for about a 3, I guess it's about a 2-yard gain. So we'll call it 2nd and 8 for O'Day. Ball's at the 27-yard line, 28-yard line. Check that. So the Fighting Irish, John Kohler back in at quarterback. Split wide to his left is number 12, David Dominguez.
Counter.
And the handoff, and that is Jason Brown. He's got some room, makes a guy miss, and then hit from the backside and knocked down.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, I tell you what, Edwin, I like Jason Brown. He makes some things happen out there.
Boy. That's about what? That was about 15, 20 yards?
Yeah, he got it, and in a hurry.
Yeah.
In a hurry.
And see, he understands, how to run off them big butts.
Yeah.
And that big left tackle, man, whichever way he's turned, run the opposite way.
That's great advice. Power eye. Jason Brown in the
trap
tail of that. The handoff right, quick opener right up the middle. And again, that is number 32, Van Linden. Linden's going to have, give him probably 3, maybe. Let's see where they spot it.
Their O-line play a physical game, man.
Yeah, they're doing a job. They're doing a job. 3 yards out to the 43-yard line. Yeah, maybe 4. We'll call it 4. So it'll be 2nd and 6. Start of the second half here. O'Day leading Seattle Prep 28-7. Prep started out the scoring with their opening drive, but it's been all O'Day since. And the handoff, Jason Brown, he's got some room. He cuts it to the left, or rather to the right. He's got some room, and he's caught from behind, but not until he gets out to midfield and has a first down. So Jason Brown, a nice pickup for the first down. O'Day will have it 1st and 10 at its own 49-yard line. In the words of Kevin Calabro, they have the ball and the leather.
Yes, he does.
The lead and the leather.
I think it's going to be a counter play coming back this way here.
Coming back to the wide side of the field to the left. We'll see if Edwin can spin move. Oh, and a quick handoff. And that is Linden. And Linden across midfield and inside the 45 down to the 44-yard line. He'll still be short of the first down, so that will make it, let's see, 2nd and about 3 to go. Ball's on the 44. They need to get down to the 41-yard line. 9:22 left to go here in the second half, third quarter. O'Day leading Seattle Prep 28-7. John Kohler calling signals, has a receiver to his right, a receiver to his left. I like this on the bottom of the screen here, if you will, but the pitch out to Jason Brown. Brown takes it outside, gets by one guy, and gets past another, and he's on the sideline. Boy, I tell you what, Jason Brown just does not go down easily.
Well, Rick, I think what they're afraid of missing the tackle.
Yeah.
So you're not going in there with no malice in your heart.
Yeah.
And you got to go in there and put a hat on him to take him down.
You do. Or the other thing is a good defender, you got to break down and you got to be able to go with him wherever he's going to go and make a good solid tackle. And I agree with you, Edwin. They are a little leery of him after that. What I think was a 48-yard touchdown run. He turned on the jet.
Him.
Yeah.
And they're not giving him no force.
No. Handoff. That is Van Linden. Linden's got a couple of yards inside the 30 down to about the 28-ish. Let's see. Check that 29-yard line. So it will be 2nd and 8 for the Fighting Irish at the Seattle Prep 29-yard line.
Right.
8:30 left to go.
Right now, Rick, I can't give him one belly bumper. I got to give all 5 of them there now.
I tell you what, they showing out like they did last game.
There they go.
Taj Dials, not a lot of running room, but still not going down. He breaks out of the pile, Edwin. He's got one man to beat. Oh, and a game saver, I should say, a touchdown-saving tackle by Kendon Alexander.
Alexander threw himself down under his legs to bring him down, because that's the only way you can stop that bus.
Yeah, and I tell you what, if Kendon Alexander misses that tackle, Taj Dials is still running right now.
Hey, in the words they say, you can kiss the baby because it's over.
Kiss the baby because it's over. Or you can turn out the lights. No, it's not ready to turn out the lights yet. We got a lot of time left.
Not just yet.
Not yet.
But they're flickering.
And
counter.
Jason Brown. Brown coming there, spins around. He's still on his feet inside the 20 down to about the 15-yard line. Jason Brown a pickup of, I'm going to give him about 13 yards on that carry down to the 15-yard line.
Jason Brown's going to have 200 yards rushing here pretty soon now.
Yeah, he's got to be close to a couple hundred.
Because he's got 100 on 2 runs.
Yeah. And he's got a lot of solid runs of at least 10, 15 yards.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are looking like USC in those uniforms. And when they do that student body left to right in the pitch.
Trap.
Handoff right up the middle. Van Linden, tell you what, he was met near the line of scrimmage, but he just kept pumping those legs. Yeah, man. Van Linden, excellent run.
I'll tell you what, this is a well-coached offensive line, man. And they just want to play so they can get to the line of scrimmage.
So 20 on the game clock, or I should say the play clock. O'Day 2nd and 5 at the 12. Handoff just right. He's got room. Touchdown, O'Day. Jason Brown.
Look at that.
Ooh, tell you what.
Number 68.
Edwin, he went over that left side, and I tell you what, man, he was not touched. Jason Brown just ran.
The only person touched him was the guy who he gave the ball to in the back of the end zone.
Yeah. So O'Day with an impressive opening drive here to start the second half, takes it all the way in for the touchdown. And with the extra point, they could take a commanding 35-7 lead over the Seattle Prep Panthers. And I tell you what, and the extra point, the kick is up. It's a little sidewinder, but it's good. So O'Day with 6:27 left to go here in the third quarter, leading Seattle Prep 35-7.
Yeah, that might have been a bad idea to beat them early.
Because they playing with some purpose this evening.
Hey, that offensive line looking like they're on a mission.
Yes, sir.
You know, and there's some guys that a couple of big old fellas that I haven't even seen going nowhere near the field over here for Seattle Prep.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple of them that should be out there.
What you think with that size? Yeah, I'm looking at a couple.
One I'm looking at him right here now.
Number 74.
Oh, boy.
That's who you looking at now.
Be out there snatching the jerseys off somebody.
First, he got to pull his jersey down,
Yes,
though.
sir.
Come on, son.
Yeah. I think he's just happy to be out there.
Yeah.
Good for him.
That's a big boy.
Hey, man, look.
Who is that? Number 74 we are speaking of for Seattle Prep. That would be no 74 on the roster, Edwin. Of all numbers.
Wow.
Well, I'm not sure who that is, but it's one big human being.
I hope that he plays eventually. Because it should be, I'd be a little, as they say down in Georgia, I'd be a little feared.
A little feared.
Over them boys out there right now.
Yeah.
Oh, and they onside
and short kick is going to be fielded at about the 19. That's Kendon Alexander. Alexander splits a couple of defenders. Woo, and man, I tell you what, that was number 36 is Beckett Swanson was coming in, man. Headhunting.
He had bad intentions, didn't he?
Ooh, he was trying. He just missed it. Boy, Kendon Alexander fields it, brings it out to the 35-yard line, which is where Seattle Prep will begin its first series of the second half, trailing 35-7, 6:21 to play here in the third quarter. Braden Smith, the quarterback, and he's just going to tuck in and run. It was a low snap.
Oh, bro.
And he did all he could do to just get past the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard.
To the line of scrimmage and possibly fall for another yard.
Yep. Actually, they're going to give him 2. Take it out to the 37-yard line. So 2nd and 8 for the Panthers, trailing 35-7. And handoff, but there's a call. A whistle blows. Elijah Valley Buchanan got the ball and was looking for some room. But
they ran a play on the field, and he got halfway out there, turned around, and went running back.
O'Day, so the penalty on it. Yeah.
On that, and I got to sing the praises to my old homeboy Stafford Mays now.
Yeah.
He got that defensive line humping.
Yeah, they are playing.
Hey, man, them boys got sound technique. They're chasing in pursuit. They're squeezing when they're supposed to squeeze. They're not getting hooked. They're not getting scooped. They're not getting trapped. I guess that's why the score 35-7.
Yes, sir. So Alexander in
Look at
motion,
that,
but
look
the
at that,
pitch,
look at
that's
that.
Viola
They ate
Buchanan.
that up.
And Viola Buchanan, maybe a yard.
Maybe a yard. Third and a long 2.
Yep. They've got to get out just shy of the 45-yard line, and the ball is on the 43. And the handoff, Viola Buchanan. Buchanan, not a lot of room. He's going to be short.
Short.
Defense was there coming up at when that looked like number.
Again, sound defensive line play.
Yep, and 45, Mika Kassan.
And they're trying to
up
rush.
his
They're trying to pick
linebacker
up the pace.
position.
But I think that's doing them more damage than good.
Yeah. So 4th and a yard to go. Seattle Prep's going to go for it. They feel they have to, trailing 35-7, only 5:06 left to play here in the third quarter.
Okay, here we go.
Waiting on the snap. And, picked up a great one-handed interception, Edwin. That was number 45, Mika Kassan. He's going to take it all the way in. Touchdown, O'Day. Oh, what a defensive play. Man, he got a jump on the ball. Edwin saw it, one-handed interception, and he took it to the.
That's a kid that played all the right techniques.
Yeah, man,
he got
great
the
play.
outside shoulder, saw the ball, broke on it.
And he took it to the house, baby.
And you can kiss the baby.
All right. Dandy Don's in the wings. He's ready to start singing.
Turn out the lights.
He is ready.
Party's over.
Oh, my. 4:45 left to play. O'Day with a great defensive play, the pick 6. And just what an excellent break on the ball. Mika Kassan, the senior 6'1", 200-pound linebacker, he stepped in and took it to the house. And the extra point is up and good. And O'Day making sure that Seattle Prep understands that was an anomaly on week 3.
That was a fluke.
Because right now, we showing up. And O'Day taking a commanding 42-7 lead here. And I'll tell you what, Edwin, the game is not as lopsided as a score would appear.
Right.
But O'Day taking advantage of every opportunity and getting points on the board. And like the offensive coordinator told Juan during the first half, he said, we too many misses where we didn't finish inside, just outside of the red zone or in the red zone in game number 3, the loss to Seattle Prep. They said going into this game, that is not going to happen. And Edwin, it has not.
Well, I mean, if you want to make a point now, you got to put 6 on the board.
Yeah.
If you put 6 on the board, that wasn't what that should have went on. It's unfortunate, but that's what you got to do.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh boy.
So if you're just tuning in, this is game number 2 of our doubleheader here, the final week of Metro League football, spring 2021. Friday night under the lights, we're at Leon H. Brigham Field Memorial Stadium and looking at the beautiful Space Needle. I have
watching the elevator go up and down.
Edwin, you and I are going to do that one day.
I ain't messing with you, Rick.
And the squib kick, yeah. And the kick, kind of a little squibber, is fielded by the big tight end. That is number 88, Jack Belling, and he advances it just to, I think they're going to spot it right at the 40-yard line. Yeah, I have a special place in my heart for the Space Needle. We were both born in 1962.
Oh, boy.
The creation was unveiled to the world in 1962. One Space Needle, one Richard Allen Dupree.
Oh, boy. Both of y'all going in circles. I ain't messing with you.
You think you Billy Preston? All right. Oh. And that is Jared Rosnos. Rosnos.
Hey, they ain't quit playing.
No, Seattle Prep is still here. So Sipe finds Rosnos on the right sideline, a pickup of about 15.
Tyler Ernest,
16,
still
17.
The game?
We're going to give him 18 yards. Sorry, Edwin, go ahead.
No, go ahead, Rick.
18 yards to the 42, Seattle Prep 1st and 10. Go ahead.
I'm just messing with Tyler Ernest and see if he's still watching the game.
He better be watching the game. Yeah, I'm talking about you, Tyler. All right. And pressure. Sipe trying to get rid of it. It's got a receiver on the end. He just gets rid of it. Good play. And he was being That's a strong pursuit, Edwin, by that man. We called his name a little bit earlier, Derek Payton.
Yes, sir.
Was after Sipe, and Sipe was able to elude the tackle and able to get rid of it,
And
but
you know what
incomplete.
now, Rick? O'Day hadn't changed that D-line at all.
No.
So I think they're trying to make a point.
Yeah, I agree. And those guys, some of them going both ways, offensive and defensive line. The handoff
There you
to
go. Look at that.
Violet Buchanan.
Right out of
And
bounds. Ain't
Buchanan,
nowhere
yep.
to go.
Elijah Violet Buchanan gets a short pickup. Let's see where they spot it. I'm going to give him maybe 2 to the nose of the football, just shy of the 40. Now they're going to say, oh, no, they're bringing it back to the 42. Good. I thought they're going to mark it on the 40. So no gain, 3rd and 10.
Let's see what they're going to do here.
Sipe's got 3 receivers to his left, but he's looking to his right. Oh, and running a post pattern. That's number 8, Jared Rosnos. And Rosnos got a big gain inside the 25 down to about the 20-yard line.
I guess that's what they call a trail route. The one receiver went in there, and the other receiver came right behind him.
Right behind him, yeah. And he was just kind of a slow, It's a quick pass, but it's kind of waiting for that to develop.
Yeah,
and it was wide open.
One guy clears it out, another guy comes in behind it.
Sipe under pressure, looking to his left. He's got a receiver in the corner of the end zone. High pass, and it falls incomplete.
It's a good job of that guy getting back there, getting his hands in the way.
Yeah, he was looking for Braden Smith on that pass, but I believe, trying to see the number, I think that's number 29 on the defense. That would be Khalil Holiday.
Out there on the corner.
Yes, sir. And Edwin, we've got an update from Garfield. The final, Blanchette beats Garfield 23-12.
Wow.
Final at Blanchette. So Bishop Blanchette winning Garfield, finishing their season with that loss. Thank you to Bishop Reggie Witherspoon for getting us that score. Much appreciated. So 2nd and check that. Oh, and a quick out, and that was Bill Vaoli. And Vaoli not able to pull the ball in.
Tell hello to Bishop Witherspoon.
Yes, sir. Bishop Reggie.
Allowing me to get married in this church. Hanging out.
Mm-hmm. And Sipe rolling to his left. He's under pro. He's going to be hit. And those are 2 big bodies there. Number 80. We've called his name a few times. That's Derek Payton.
That was a smart move by that back. That ball did go lateral.
Yep.
That was a smart move.
And that was number 45, Mika Kassan, who had the interception. So Edwin's saying a good play because back just picked the ball up, making sure. So we've got a 3rd down.
I think I will blow the whistle and get number 9 off the field. He's limping a little too much for me.
So we've got Sipe looking. He's got a receiver in the corner of the back of the end zone. And good defensive play back there. It's going to fall incomplete. That was Hayden McDonald, the captain, defensive back, one of the defensive captains, and he knocks it loose. So that's going to make it 4th down. The ball's on just inside the 10-yard line, Edwin.
Yeah, they got to try and get it in the end zone. I like what they're trying to do.
Yep. Aaron Moss saying, hey, we ain't got nothing to lose. 3 minutes, 40 seconds left to play. We're trailing 42-7. The snap. And looking for a receiver. He's got a receiver at the end, back of the end zone, and it's going to fall incomplete.
Wow.
So Jake Sipe just had, he was under a little bit of pressure, but he was able to roll out and avoid the pressure, but he just could not find anybody open. And that pass is going to fall incomplete, so it'll be a turnover on downs. And O'Day will take over.
Should this be a running clock now, Rick?
After 40 points. So if O'Day scores again, then the clock will run. It's the mercy rule here. Yeah.
I thought it was 30.
No, it is 40 points.
Yeah. Y'all got me doing homework here.
So the Fighting Irish take over. Ball's on the 10-yard line. And looks like maybe a broken play. John Kohler keeps it. And Kohler gets a couple of yards. Let's see how much they give him. Actually, they're going to give him about 4 yards, Edwin, on that.
Yeah, 2nd and 6.
Yeah, maybe long 5, short 6. Ball's just shy of the 15-yard line. Nose of the football. Football's actually in between the 19 and 20-yard line is where they spot it. So Kohler's got 2 backs behind him. Receiver split wide to his right, 1 to his left. Now he directs his backs to get in the I position or I formation. And the handoff, Jason Brown. Brown got some running room a little bit inside. He's going to advance the ball out close to the 20. He's close to the first down. Going to be short, so it'll be 3rd and short. 3rd and about a yard to go after that pickup by Jason Brown. So with 2:20 left to play here in the third quarter, O'Day a commanding 42-7 lead. The handoff on the right side. And Edwin, I think that was the fullback Van Linden. Let's see as they get this pile out. No.
Number 8?
Number 80s, 80.
No, I see a number 8. Yeah. That's the quarterback. Or is that number 6? Man, I can't see.
Yeah, I'm not sure here. Edwin, forgive us. We're not able to tell who that was on this last play. Now there's a stoppage. It looks like a player's got to come out, maybe an equipment adjustment.
Number 8 is the quarterback.
Yep.
Number 28 is in the backfield, and number 6 is in the backfield.
All right, so they start the clock back. 2 minutes left in the third quarter. O'Day 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line, leading 42-7. John Kohler under center, hands it off to Jason Brown. Brown stutter steps, finds a hole, cuts through, spins off of 1 tackle. Now he's going to be gang tackle, still on his feet. And his forward progress is going to have him at about the 35-yard line. He never goes down. And forward progress probably is going to be right about the 30. Let's see where they spot. I would say the 34-yard line, 39-yard line. Forgive me.
Yeah.
No, check that. 34.
That was a heck of a run.
Yeah, it was a pickup of about 9 on the carry for Jason Brown. He has been impressive this evening, Edwin.
Yes, he has been.
He got the yellow shoes. I'm with him. You looking good, brother.
Oh, look at that
backside.
Right. Getting cut off back there, boy.
Van Linden. So that was an option where the quarterback could hand off or keep it and or pitch out, and he handed it off to Van Linden. So the quick hitter off the right side of the line, and Linden's got the first down. O'Day's got a 1st and 10 on the 37-yard line. Once again, in the words of my favorite play-by-play announcer, Kevin Calabro, they've got the lead and the leather. That is O'Day, the Fighting Irish, 42-7. In this case, it's the lead and the pigskin, which is leather. Yeah. And the pitch out to Jason Brown. He cuts it, breaks 1 tackle, breaks another, and he's going to be gang tackled. But I tell you what, Jason Brown gets up in that hole quick.
Hey, he gets up in there.
So pickup of about 4 yards out to the 41-yard line. 37 seconds left and ticking. Looks like we might get one more playoff here in the third quarter as Albertus Brooks from the athletic office walks by. Has been a tremendous supporter of ours. We appreciate everything that he has done. I thought you wanted it. AJ fixing the side here, and I thought he was maybe going to take it, so I started pulling one off. He said, "No, I'm just fixing it." Handoff right up the middle.
Oh, that was some tough running right there.
Yeah, it was. There was some head bumping going on in there.
Sir.
And that's going to be a first down
that was some tough running there by number 32.
Yep. Van Linden, the 6 foot, 186-pound senior, and he powers for the first down. That's going to do it here for the third quarter of action at Memorial Stadium, the Metro Championship game, spring football here. And the Fighting Irish of O'Day avenging their Week 3 15-14 loss to Seattle Prep. They lead at 42-7 as we go into the fourth quarter. Right now, throw it to Daniel, see if we have any scores. Updates.
Metro scoring update here brought to you by For Culture. As a cultural funding agency for King County, For Culture works to make our region vibrant. This is the last football game of the year. All the other ones are all finished up. As Bishop Reggie Witherspoon reported, Bishop Blanchette victorious in their final contest, 23 to Garfield's 12. That gives Bishop Blanchette number 5 on the year, and Garfield finishing 6th place. Earlier on Rainier Avenue Radio, third place game was contested between Ballard and Eastside Catholic. Ballard winning that one. They are third place on the year. Eastside Catholic finishes 4th on the year. West Seattle pitched a shutout over Nathan Hill, 24-0. And Roosevelt yesterday with a convincing win over Lakeside with a pounding 47-7. And Chief Self squeaked one over Ingram, 23-22. I think we're on our final quarter here, final quarter of Metro football.
2021, and back in at quarterback, it looks like that big one, the big man, 6'4", 220. I like the size of Milton Hopkins Jr., and we saw him a lot last year and did a great job at the quarterback position. It looks like Monty Kohler giving the senior an opportunity. Jason Brown in motion, and I tell you what, Hopkins just going to run it. He's got some room, comes back to the right, and Hopkins, man, fighting, and all the way down for a first down, a pickup of about 12, 13 yards maybe to about the 40-yard line across midfield. And I tell you what, they just let Milton Hopkins Jr., they just let him go, man.
Hey, turn him loose. I thought he was gone then.
Yeah, he almost broke it. Want to get in the words of the Swami. He could go all the way, but he did not. So Hopkins in the gun. Empty backfield. He's got 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Now Jason Brown in motion. He fakes the handoff to Brown, and Milton Hopkins going to run it again, and pointing to his blocker saying, give me some room, give me a block there. And he never goes down, but he's going to
knock him off his feet.
Yeah, he's going to take it down to the 31-yard line. So pickup of about 9 on there. I like the way he was directing traffic out there, pointing, saying, hey, make this block here. He just didn't have enough real estate there, Edwin, to maneuver
up that sideline.
Yeah.
Because I think if it would have got in a foot race.
Oh, yeah, it would have been over.
Everything.
It certainly would have been Dandy Don coming out of hiding to sing his famous song. Hopkins fakes, and if Hopkins, and it's going to be intercepted. So Hopkins missed his receiver, and I believe that's Kendon Alexander, and he's got some room, makes a couple guys miss out to about the 30-yard line. So Milton Hopkins Jr. was looking for a receiver, and maybe they got their signals crossed because he threw it
inside.
The receiver's inside, and the pass went outside.
Yeah.
So Kendon Alexander with the pick and the return.
Alexander does a lot of things too, don't he?
He does. He is a very versatile player. Kendon Alexander, 5'11", 175-pound senior, and is committed to the Air Force Academy.
Yeah. So he'll be wearing that blue and white again.
Yep. And showing that he is an intelligent young man. Getting into the Naval Academy is no small feat, so congratulations to him.
Let me tell you. Listen to that crowd up there, them bushes up there.
Yeah. And Sipe running for his life. And, Caden Smith with a great, Braden Smith with a great catch. Oh, man, Braden Smith went up and got that, Edwin. It's going to be a big gainer.
Oh, Rick, you got to come back. Got to look back. I think I see some yellow. I see a couple of yellows on the ground.
Oh, yeah. Yep. That's going to come back. That's about a 50-yard gain.
Oh, man.
So Sipe threw it up, and Caden, I keep saying Caden, forgive me, Braden Smith went up and high pointed it, but yeah, it is coming all the way back, Edwin. You called it 2 flags back. I didn't catch the call, Edwin. Did you catch the call? What it was?
I hadn't caught a call, Rick, in the last 15 calls. I don't quite understand it.
So it's going to be a 5-yard penalty nevertheless. So Seattle Prep will have a 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line. And a quick out, Jack Velling. Velling's got a little bit of room. Gets past 1. He's up the sideline, past the 40 to 45.
That's a big old good looking.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, wasn't it?
First down and then some for the junior tight end, So Jack Belling, 6'5", 225. Edwin, he's got Fresno State offer for football already as a junior.
He's going to be a special kid.
Yes, sir. And this time a handoff, and that is Elijah Violi Buchanan. He's got some room. Cuts it across midfield and inside. They're going to spot him at about the 40-yard line. So Seattle Prep trying to mount a drive here since the opening drive of the game. Their offense is somewhat stalled. They've had some success, but they have not been able to punch it into the end zone since that first drive. And O'Day leading 42-7 with 10:49 left to play here in the ball game.
Hey, Rick, I don't think they let that O'Day crowd up there in them woods in the game. They're raising up some sand.
Yeah.
I thought, I'm looking, I said, I don't see nobody in that
I
side.
know, it's just coming out of the trees.
It's coming out of the trees. They're up there acting a fool.
Yes, indeed. And Sipe out to Braden Smith. And Smith's got some room on the sideline. He's going to run out of bounds just shy of the 25-yard line. Another first down. So Seattle Prep finding that magic they had that first drive, and they're mounting a drive here. It's funny, yeah. I'm listening up there, man, and you're going to like this one, Edwin, because I'm like, what in the Sam Hill is going on up there? See, young folks don't know what that is, but my best friend Harold, his mother, Shirley, she used to say, what in the Sam Hill?
Sam Hill is there.
Okay, so Seattle Prep 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line, and everybody's switching sides here. So Sipe sending 3 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Single back in the backfield and it fakes the handoff. It's Violi Buchanan.
Oh, he couldn't get his hands on it.
Yep. And Sipe dumps it off to, a couple flags. Oh, good hit on the defense.
I don't know what that call that could have been.
Yeah, I don't know either, Evan, because there's no call. So there's no holding over there.
The guy was engaged. He separated and got the ball.
So Jack Belling was the receiver, but let's see what they're going to say the call is here. Yeah, I'm going to take one of these headphones off, see if I can hear the PA announcer what he says. They say holding. So it's going to go back 10 yards from the line of scrimmage. So the new LOS is at the 35-yard line. So Seattle Prep, Edwin, 1st and 20 on the 35-yard line of O'Day. 10:23 left to go here in the ball game. O'Day leading 42-7. And Edwin, I think Monty Kohler and her staff, they are making a statement this evening.
Yeah, I think it's oh.
And receivers open. There's Braden Smith, and Smith can't quite get there. And Jake Sipe, good throw and got it where only his guy could get it, but Braden Smith just couldn't quite get to it. So it falls incomplete. That'll be 3rd and 20 at the 35-yard line for the Panthers. Again, want to remind our listeners that when they can join us at 6 o'clock, a special encore replay of an interview I did with Slick Watts, and our prayers going out to Slick, who suffered a stroke, and I hope he is doing well. The pass inside Jack Velling's got some room inside the 20 inside the 30 to about the 25, gets it back to the original line of scrimmage, so that'll make it 4th and 10 to go. So again, our prayers and well wishes going out to Slick and his family, but we will replay an interview I did with him on One-on-One with Dupe a couple of years ago. Part 1 of that interview is 6 this Monday right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. So they give him 9 yards on the play, and so it'll be 3rd and 11 balls at the 26-yard line.
Oh, good rush.
And Jake Sipe under pressure, looking to his right, gets the ball off, the catch, and they say it is a catch. That was Jared Rosnos. The referee was right there.
Oh.
And the ball is going to be spotted at the 18-yard line, Edwin. So that's going to make it 4th and 3.
Wow.
So they got to get just shy of the 15-yard line. So it's a little less than 3 yards. And
unbelievable.
Yeah. Sipe's got 3 receivers to his right now. You've got Kendon Alexander in motion. The handoff and nowhere to go for Elijah Violi Buchanan. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. O'Day defense said, nothing doing right here, young man.
That's me and my brother.
So, Ed, when you've been involved in games like this, in a situation like this, if you're Coach Aaron Maul, what are you telling your Seattle Prep players at this point? Down 42-7, 9 minutes left in the ball game.
You got to keep playing.
Keep playing.
You got to keep playing. You know, again, okay, it looks like the writing is on the wall. Okay, but, you know, do you want to come to the sideline?
Yeah, good point.
No.
Well, you know, if you're going to stay in that game, you got to got full tilt, 100%. And then no half doing it.
I played in a few of them like this in high school. You know?
And so that is Brown. Oh, Brown is right. He's across midfield. One got it beat. And, there another touchdown-saving tackle is Kendon Alexander. So, my goodness, Edwin, Jason Brown.
Rick, I hate to bust your bubble.
Flag back at the 24-yard line. It's coming back.
And it looked like it's coming back.
So that was about a 40-yard pickup. Jason Brown is a pitch out to the left. He cut it up and got loose and had one guy to beat, and there was Kendon Alexander, and was able to wrestle him down. But
that would have put him close to about 300 yards.
Yeah, man, he is. Yeah, he has got some. I'd like to see the stats for Jason Brown tonight.
Wow.
So it's coming back a hold on Seattle, O'Day. So with 9:06 left to go in the ball game, O'Day leading 42-7. And that's going to be a 10-yard penalty, brings the line of scrimmage back to the 14-yard line, if I'm not mistaken, Edwin.
Yeah.
So 14, I should say first and, what is that, 6, 7, 8, 18 to go.
My high school coach would run the exact same play. Because if you didn't stop it the first time,
right? I'm gonna run it till you got to. Yeah, I'm gonna run it till you stop it, huh?
Yeah.
Not a bad strategy.
That's Joe Turner.
So the handoff, and
There
that
you
is
go.
Taj
He
Dials,
did.
and Taj Dials this time spins, makes another guy miss. Taj Dials brought down a pickup of about 10 yards, Edwin.
Well, the offensive line is starting to feel itself.
Man, they are blowing some holes open.
And when you get to that point, it ain't nothing nobody can do about it.
Yeah, and then if you got a runner that knows how to take advantage of it, which O'Day clearly does, and Jason Brown and Taj Dials the senior, Brown the freshman. And I tell you what, I bet Dials felt this was going to be his season, but this freshman comes in and showing he can play at this level.
Yeah, you got to make him keep his game tight.
Yes, sir. So Kohler under center, and hand off to Dials, another flag. Dials a short gain. It was second and a short 5 to go. I'll call it 2nd and 4.
And the linebacker might have been offsides.
Yeah, so let's see what the call is.
Miles Campbell, Will Thompson.
And I believe it's going to go against O'Day.
Oh, really?
Teamed up for the tackle. Penalty is against O'Day.
Yep, they march it back 5 yards. So that's going to be second, probably replay of the second down. So it'll be second and about 8 yards to go now. Now check that, 2nd and 9. So the Fighting Irish trying not to shoot themselves in the foot, but Monty Kohler keeping his guys in and keeping the foot on the pedal here. And again, Edwin, like I said earlier, I think this is a statement game. And right up the middle, that is Van Linden, the senior fullback.
This here is just ain't nothing you can do.
Yep. And I checked that, Edwin. That was not Van Linden. That was number 22, Donovan Agassiz.
Another guy, another back.
Yeah. And thank you, Taylor Kareen, bringing the case for the headphones. That is our assignment. When we were done, we pack it up. She's like, man, get it done. You get it packed up. I'm ready to go. Shoot, I ain't mad at you, Taylor Kareen. It is your show. You just tell us what to do. All right.
I got mine, Taylor.
Yes, sir. Taj Dials makes one tackler miss in the backfield, but he's going to be gang tackled. Oh,
see?
Man,
See?
I tell you what.
Number
And
6.
a flag.
Number 6. You can't do that. Because if that offensive lineman came there and picked one of them DBs off,
Yeah.
everybody would be screaming and hollering.
Yep. So that was Elijah Viola Buchanan. I think maybe a little bit of frustration. Check that. I think that was number 8, Jared Rosnos.
I'd have been laying by that pile.
Yeah, and so what Rosnos came in and kind of dove on that pile when it stopped. And, injury, I mean, I get it. So the referees are now at the 25-yard, they're conferring and figuring out, let's see what they decide on it. I wonder if they're going to decide to pick up the flag or not. We shall see. 6:48 left to go in the ball game. O'Day leading 42-7. And the referee still conferring, Edwin. What do you think they're talking about? Are they
they worried about these people hollering, "Let's go O'Day" up out of the woods.
They're worried about the people in the woods, huh?
Yeah. Because we make another bad call, they might rush the field.
And they're saying unsportsmanlike, and the fans here in front of us don't like it. So it's going to be automatic first down for O'Day. And I'm sure the referees, as they were in that huddle, Edwin, they heard the chanting from the bushes, and they were saying, "What the Sam Hill is up?"
Who's that up there?
Oh, no. Okay, I know it's getting late now. I'm tired. Because when I get tired, everything becomes funny.
The goofball kick in. I know.
I'm remember. You know the song "In the Stone" by Earth, Wind and Fire.
Yes,
dun, dun, dun,
yes,
dun, dun. Yeah, and for younger people, you recognize that as one of the songs they played in Drumline. When the band was coming together. But anyway, Como 4, they used to have the movie of the week, and that was their theme song, and it just brings back memory. I don't know why that memory just came back, but my dad and I used to watch that. Yeah, and we used to enjoy that. And I remember, and I think it was on the King 5 movie, they played The Exorcist. If it wasn't that, it was on some of it. I was afraid to watch The Exorcist. I was a teenager, and I said, "Dad, would you watch it with me?" So my dad, being the man that he was, sat there and watched it with me so I wouldn't be too afraid.
Hey, man, I didn't mess with The Exorcist, man. Too many things in there. That head turn around, that ain't something about that just ain't right.
Yeah. It's on a swivel, spinning all the way around. Hold on now. Okay, so O'Day 2nd and 5. The pitch to Taj Dials. Dials cuts it up across midfield's got some room. He's still on his feet. Got the first down and then some.
Tell you what, Taj Dials has had one heck of a game.
Yeah, he has.
What's his class, Rick?
Taj Dials is a senior. Remember him from last year, and a guy who made some plays, and that's what I was saying. This was his year, and then you got this freshman coming up, and it's like, okay. But
Taj is still giving a good effort.
Yes, he is.
I think he's played good enough for every college in America to be interested.
Well, and Taj Dials goes 5'10", 244, Edwin.
Oh, yes, sir. He ain't no baby.
No. Like I said, I remember these two. Wasn't it Nottingham they called the human bowling ball?
That was it.
Nottingham. And the handoff right up the middle, and I believe that was number 22, Donovan. And he's still on his feet and still going.
See, now they get worried because that offensive line running in there.
Yeah. So I believe that was it. I'm trying to see the number. I think that was number 22, Edwin, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it was 22, Donovan Agassi, the junior, 5'9", 207. He's a one-year letterman, and he takes the ball all the way down to the clock is stopped here. So okay, first down. They're going to give him a first down. I was going to say it was going to be second and short, but it looks like the referee was signaling that it's first down. So the chains are moving now, and it looks like maybe Milton Hopkins Jr. in at quarterback because he is there looking. Yeah, it is. He was looking at the play. Now he's in the huddle, and he comes back and relays the play to his teammates. So we might see Milton Hopkins Jr. for the remainder of the game at quarterback. He is under center. The power eye behind him, Taj Dials. And Dials gets it, cuts back to his right. And not a lot of room there. And among other players there for O'Day, or for Seattle Prep, I should say, to make the stop on O'Day's Taj Dials is number 56, Will Thompson. Thompson, fine tackle there. Holds Dials to about a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8, O'Day with the ball on the Seattle Prep 32-yard line. 4:25 left to go in the game, and the Fighting Irish leading 42-7. And the pitch out to Dials. Dials cuts it up. He's got some room, and he's going to go all the way. Taj Dials takes it in. And they're going to say just short.
That's the
Edwin, I
one.
thought he was going to go in there.
That's the one.
But a touchdown saving tackle. So Dials takes it all
yeah.
the way down to they're going to mark it at about the 2-yard line.
That solidifies my belly bumper award. Tony B, I got to go with a whole offensive line again.
Well, and we did, and I have them circled on my roster here, Edwin. So that's Oliver Bradish, Marka Nebo, Khalid Bryce, Owen Prentice, and Charles Waverly.
Hey, and they hadn't come out the game today.
Yeah, they're doing a job. Actually, I see number 77 in there. That's Keith Hendershot. So they might be running a little bit. Hendershot is on that offensive line. Hendershot at 6'3", 268, a junior. So we're going to add him in that as well. I'm just looking on that offensive line to see. I got 77. Got the tight ends. We should also include those tight ends, shouldn't we? So 86.
They're bumping bellies.
Yeah, that is a Quinn Carolon, number 86.
86 and what, 80?
Let's see. Okay, I got a 60. That's Oliver Bradish. Got the 68. That's the big guy on the left side there. That's Mark Nebo.
That's the people mover.
Yeah, buddy. Taj Dials is moving. Yeah,
him.
he's going to be called. Taj Dials got a little anxious there, was moving. And so that's going to come back. The ball was on about the 2-yard line. It's going to come back, illegal procedure. Yeah, those big guys up front. 62 is in there. I'm gonna circle him because you got both the starters and some of the backups. Michael Padilla.
Well, who are we thinking player of the week? Taj Dials or Jason Brown?
Oh, Jason Brown's getting my pick, but we will have to come together as a staff and figure that out, and then we'll
like
surprise people. But yeah, he is
if
certainly.
I don't go with Jason Brown, I'm gonna go with the offensive line.
The offensive line gets the belly bumper, that's for sure. And the pitch out to Taj Dials, breaks one tackle in the backfield, cuts it up, and he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line.
He's a bruiser now. I tell you what.
Yeah, he is. That's a big boy.
It's a 1 and 1-8.
So with 2:23 and the clock is moving, O'Day with a 3rd and goal. Ball looks like it's on about the 2-yard line. So now O'Day taking its time in the huddle. Monty Kohler likely not wanting to add on to this lead.
He always somehow shows how quality of a coach he is. He got it, so he don't need to rub your face in it.
So split backfield, hand off to Taj Dials, and they're going to let Dials take it in. Touchdown, O'Day. Taj Dials.
When you got that quality of an offensive tackle over there,
yeah,
you can run that stretch play right at it.
Yeah, that's a good. And that big guy over there is Mark Nebo, the junior, 6'4", 341.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he is. So that with that score, O'Day now makes it 48-7. A minute 48 left to play, and the Fighting Irish making a statement here tonight, avenging their Week 3 loss to Seattle Prep. So Seattle Prep, Edwin, started the scoring off. If our listeners are just tuning in, started the scoring off and led it 7-0. And it has been all O'Day since. The extra point is up, and it is good. That makes it 49-7. A minute 48 left to play. So, again, the mercy rule, 40 points or more. It should be the last minute 48 here left in the ball game, running clock. And I tell you what, we hope you have enjoyed our coverage of Metro League football here, spring football.
Much as I've enjoyed.
Yeah, we have enjoyed bringing you this, and we are not done yet. We ain't done. We got basketball coming. I believe we're going to get some baseball. We might get a volleyball. Yeah, we ain't done yet, although it is time we can let Dandy Don out of the closet. we had him locked in there, but Dandy Don can come on out. It's like you see the movie Tales in the Hood, was it Tales of the Hood? Tales in the Hood?
Yeah.
Yeah. So when my man, the one where he takes him, they killed the politician, and my man, as the cops takes him to on the year anniversary, takes him to the grave. He comes out the grave. He says, "Nah, y'all didn't do me right. Just bring them to me."
Bring them.
Oh man, yeah. bring them to me. And my man, one of my favorite actors, and man who should have got a lot more, Clarence Williams III.
Clarence Williams.
Lincoln Hayes in
Yes,
Mod
sir.
Squad.
Will jump up and kick you in the top of the head. Mod Squad.
Lincoln Hayes III. So the kick going to hit down at about the 12-yard line and finally picked up by Prep player. And he's got some room. Almost broke it. That was number 2, Eli Black. And Eli Black with an electrifying return there, Edwin, out close to midfield. And there's a flag down there at about the 36-yard line. So let's see what, or the 41-yard line. Let's see what they say it is.
That's impressive, man. That's somebody, again, who hadn't quit yet.
Yep. He says, I'm going to play. And I'm sorry, I got my pretzels here, and I'm taking a little.
Hey, man. Hey, Rick, I had some of those pretzels a few minutes ago there, and they ain't bad.
No, they are not. So that's going to go again to Prep. And we probably will have time for a play or two as the clock is ticking down. And again, the mercy rule does not stop. So Prep will take it 1st and 10 on the 31-yard line. And the pass out to, that is number 16, Jack Blair. Blair's got it and is knocked out of bounds. But again, the clock will continue to run. Pickup of about 5 yards on that. And I'm looking up, and is that an airplane or is that a
Rick,
I believe that is an airplane.
that now.
No, right up here. Why you can't see it from there, but I'm seeing it. I wasn't sure if it was a drone or an airplane, but I think it was an airplane. Sipe looking to his left. He's got pressure there, but gets away, rolls to his right. Then he's got on the sideline. And a good defensive play there. I believe that is number 28, Justin Stetson. And Stetson able to knock the pass down. Actually, I think that might have been Khalil Holiday. And Edwin, I have one question for you. You're trailing 49-7. There's 5 seconds left to play. Why do you call a timeout? I'm just wondering, man.
I'm trying to figure that one out, Rick.
Well, maybe it's for. And you got, and this is a beautiful thing here. We got all of the parents here, the family here on the side giving Seattle Prep giving their team a standing ovation, and that's a beautiful thing, you know.
That's good. That's a great feeling.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. So showing their appreciation for those young men out there fighting, giving their all on the field there.
And that's your answer, Rick.
That's why they call the timeout, huh?
That's it.
All right. So I stand corrected. I will shut up.
Good.
My bad, Aaron Mall, for questioning.
All I'm going to say is hello, and goodbye to Tyler Ernest. Hello to my wonderful godchild, Malachi Satterwhite.
Now, why O'Day in this prevent defense? And we got the pitch out, and it's the cow play. I love it. And Brandon Smith got down and threw his own over. And the penalty, and that's going to do it.
The ball hit the ground.
Yeah, but it was back.
Alive.
And
there you go.
And there we go. If you were watching, I couldn't call it, so I'm not even going to try, but you saw it on the video there. That's going to do it here. Metro champion in this 2021 shortened spring pandemic season. O'Day beating Seattle Prep 49-7. And that's going to do it for us here at Memorial Stadium. For Edwin Bailey, for Daniel B., for Tony B., for Taylor Kareen. And we are going to, as you see, and that's a beautiful thing out on the field. You see the two teams coming together. And these guys are guys that have grown up together playing with one another, against one another. And nice gesture, a couple players there going from Seattle Prep, going over and just congratulating O'Day. So O'Day, the Fighting Irish, with a big win, 49-7. And congratulations to O'Day again, avenging that Week 3 loss to Seattle Prep.
Just classy, a lot. It's a lot of class out there.
Yeah, it really is.
The coaches, the players, the administrators, the parents. You know, this is what's good about high school athletics.
Yeah, both teams meeting there at midfield, right in the center of the field, and you got the
no foolishness, Rick.
Right.
Not an ounce of it.
And the fans on both sides standing, giving their team standing ovation.
That's great. That's great. Speaks volume to the parents too.
So again, congratulations to Monty Kohler and his coaching staff. An impressive season-ending victory over Seattle Prep, 49-7, avenging that Week 3 15-14 loss. And earlier today, Ballard, in the first game of our doubleheader, Ballard was a 21-13 winner over Eastside Catholic. And as Juan Cotto talked about, Eastside Catholic played a lot of their younger players, and so really use that as a great learning opportunity. And if you can hear Seattle Prep, all of the players here facing their parents and giving a chant to their parents with their helmets raised.
Oh, that's the O'Day people out there in the woods.
O'Day.
Yeah, that's why they're going running over there.
Oh, they're running over too, yeah.
They wouldn't let them in the stadium. Good. Yeah,
O'Day.
too much noise.
And so O'Day's players ran over to the fence there and saying thank you.
Side of the stadium. I keep looking down
there. Yeah. I said, where's that coming from? Yeah, you can't see anybody. Yep, you're right.
They're in the woods back there.
So again, we want to say thanks to our sponsors this year, making our high school broadcast possible. For Culture, King County for Culture, and the Urban League of Metropolitan Seattle. Thank you so much to both of those sponsors and just supporting these young players and enabling us to bring these broadcasts to you. And a fine job by Tony B., Daniel B., Taylor Kareen. For Edwin Bailey, I'm Rick Dupree. And we will see you Monday. Make sure to tune in 6 o'clock. Listen to my interview with Slick Watson. Again, our thoughts and prayers going out to the Watts family. And then join Edwin and me at 6:30 live right here on Rainier Avenue Radio. Until then, peace and God bless.